Hello everyone, this is Shubho and my team's name is Wannabe Streamers.
It
It was a tough journey to the semis, but we enjoyed every moment of it and we are thrilled for making it so far. Thanks to my amazing teammates, and we are feeling confident for making it this far. Fans can expect a good fight from our side. On the other hand, the opponents are quite strong, so we will try our best to win and have fun at the same time. Thank you to the people supporting me and my team. Keep supporting us. Adios.
Assalamualaikum and what's up everyone, I'm Kayford here from team Wannabe streamer basically, and right now we have a team of Bo3, Moxie, Racy and Renegan with us, and obviously we have reached the semi-final with an huge impact. We lost one match with a Mox, and you were lucky that I didn't play that match, and hopefully I'll get to you by reaching that final. Yes, we have the exactly perfect potential to reach the final by defeating Abra, because we're gonna use their magic against all of them. So till then, have a great day and signing off, Hero here.
Hello, this is Kayum Gaming and I'm Sunay Hoga. I'm the captain of the team Abra and I play mostly Killjoy and Raze. And it feels really good to get into the semis. It feels really good to be part of the range duels. And to our opponents, wannabe streamers, make sure to watch out, because even if Hermione doesn't go too hard on you, I will. Trust me, I will.
Hello, it's me, Hermione from Team Abracadabra, and I play Silver for the team. We recently got to the semis of range duels, and I'm super hyped for it. Our opponent will be wannabe streamers. They seem to be a really solid team, but we should be able to win easily. So yeah, that's about it. Good luck to them and see you in the match.
What's up guys, this is Asani Nilay aka Atomic from Team Abracadabra. আমি Team Abracadabra সাইফার প্লেয়ার। রেস ডুয়েল স্ট্রিমার টুর্নামেন্টে আমরা সেমিফাইনাল উঠছি। সো এটা নিয়ে অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমি কোনো সারপ্রাইজ না, বিকজ এটা আগে থেকে জানা ছিল এরকমই হবে। অপোনেন্ট টিমের উদ্দেশ্যে আমার একটাই সাজেশন, যেহেতু আমি সাইফার খেলতেছি তো আমার ট্র্যাপ সামলায় হেঁটো, বিকজ আমার ট্র্যাপ যদি তোমরা ট্রিগার করো ইউ আর ডেড।
Hello, this is Tasin aka Easy Tap Out, and I play Brimstone in Team Abracadabra. I'm really happy and honored to reach semifinals of range duels, and for the opponents I will say we'll go some easy on you, don't worry.
eSports aka Captain. Mainly play it for my team, and best of luck to the opponents in the semis. Best of luck.
Hey guys, this is Ripples and see you in the finals.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the range duels, where the streamers and content creators are now competing to flaunt their gaming skills against one another to prove who is going to be the better streamer, or hey, who is going to be the better friend out of all of the matches. And now it's going to be none other than your boy Aggressive, joined by Notorious. And now it's going to be an interesting game, that's for sure. But before we do get into that, let's talk a little bit more about what exactly is Range Duels. Range Duels is brought to you by Range, where you can compete, flaunt, and grow your skills as a gamer. Range will be launching pretty soon, so keep your eyes on the Range social, subscribe to this YouTube channel for upcoming event streams, and like and follow the Range on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for all of the updates, all of the jazz that you see on your screen right now. If you want this to keep on coming, make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and make sure you hit all the follows as well. But for now, Notorious, I want your thoughts, man, because this match is one that we've been waiting for quite a long time. This semifinals 2 match between Abracadabra and wannabe streamers is one that a lot of people have actually been waiting for.
Well, semifinals 1 was pretty interesting, and this being the semifinals 2, I hope nothing less from them. And I must say, this is one of the ending matches of the tournament, so at this point, it has to be good to keep things interesting for us viewers, the casters, and everyone who is playing as well. So that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, but at the same time, do you know what I really do love about the range deals? The fact that we have cameras and we can actually see all of the reactions, the funny faces that the streamers are making most of the time. Let's say when they do a massive fail, where an absolute catastrophe happens and the entire round breaks apart because of one whiff. You can see everyone's reaction, and that's fun. And that's why range duels, it's like one of the biggest differences compared to any other tournament that we ever had in Bangladesh. It's big, it's flashy, it's massive. And we are always here to bring something even better moving on down the line. But for now, in this matchup, as we can already see, the first initial map is going to be the map of Bind. And with this pickup coming on down through, Bind is one of those maps that I would say both of these teams have a little bit of an advantage, but at the same time, we have seen the side of Abracadabra perform a lot of miracles and be able to take out Team Ace as well here. Team Ace, they had a very, very good start when I casted their match previously, and then suddenly it was just a turnaround. Abracadabra, even though they were at the brink of defeat, were able to bring it all back on Bind, and they evolved their strategies according to what they were expecting from their opposition. Will we be exactly seeing this here, Notorious? I want your thoughts on that because I feel that one of these streamers, they could be at a disadvantage here.
I mean, I'm blank here. I have no clue what I'm about to witness. I have not watched the match that you aforementioned, but let's see. We are about to see the agent selections going down from the defense side. We have Shafin picking up that jet, Qayyum and Easy Tap Out hopping over Raze and Brimstone, while Harmani picking up his Sova, and Qayyum seems like will not be picking up the Raze, instead is still hovering over different agents, and on the meantime, Repulse has picked that Cypher. On the attacking side for Team Wannabe streamers, we have Moxie with Omen, Sinju with Reina, Super, which is Racy with Cypher, Kirhood with Sage, and Shuvo playing that Jet.
Now, with the rosters already locked on down in and agent selection already complete here, ladies and gentlemen, I really do wonder what kind of a strategy that both of these teams are trying to employ, because not having a raise on your side when you're trying to play Bind, this could be a make it or break it for the side of wannabe streamers, because Abra, when I see their composition, it just screams Bind to me. Just look at it. It's a Brimstone, it's a Raze, it's a Cypher, it's a Jet, and it's Sova. Like, that's a tried and tested composition here. Like, this is a much more of an old school composition, because if you notice the current meta in pro play, let's say, yeah, it's a lot more leaning towards the side of Viper, Sky, you know, those spicy pickups that a lot of niche players and the top caliber players are the ones who are picking it up the most. But when you consider a completely rank-based style, like the side of Abracadabra, they have that. But wannabe streamers, they play much more based upon comfort, and how much will this comfort help moving on down the line? That's going to be the real question, because going up against meta and comfort, if you're not able to make the comfort peaks work out, you could be in a world of hurt.
Well, I mean, this is a streamer's battle, and these aren't players who have been playing for a long time together. So, in that case, I think the comfort pick should be better for this case. I'm not sure. I personally think the comfort pick should be better.
Oh, nice one way. I have to say that the one way is coming out from them really well, but at the same time, it feels the wannabe streamers, they want to go in for an aggressive rush of their own, but they're just not going to be able to find it. The entrance is so difficult, especially when there is a Cypher and a Raze holding on down towards that descent, and it's actually a triple stack. Shuvo going in for a couple of pop shots. He's going to find out Hermione, who was caught out in pretty much in the middle of nowhere. A little bit too much of an aggressive angle coming on down from him, and he pays the ultimate price for it with his own life not being able to get that kill down on towards the side of Moxie. She's going to be able to survive. Live to tell the tale on another day, but at the same time, this is a stagnation here in Notorious. They're not going in for a push. They're just chilling outside of the B long and hookah area with only 30 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the time is ticking. The attackers must push in to make a difference to this round. And as we can see, Sage already pushes into side, takes some damage. Ripple takes down Shuvo, then Kirhood just takes that refrag onto him. The plant is going down. It's a 3v4 situation. The attackers are still in favor. Now it's a post plant, and the defenders have to be the attackers now. The attackers are still holding down angles, waiting for the defenders to push in, and the Raze does get a kill. Qayyum and Moxie takes 2 clean shots onto Qayyum and tap out. It's just Shafin left. Will he be able to clutch this out? I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. And he does find a player, but will not be able to connect the shots. And the attackers, wannabe streamers, they do take the first round.
Kind of been bad for Shafin, because at that range, that frenzy is so goddamn inaccurate that I can actually feel his pain. I can feel him cursing the frenzy all the way over here in Wari, being like, why did I pick up the frenzy? Why am I doing this to myself? But at the same time, the frenzy is just super powerful when you're at those close to medium ranges. Not gonna have the perfect start for the side of for the side of Dabra, but I guess it's fine. It's the pistol round. We're not really gonna put a lot of emphasis on that. They got a couple of kills, and the oppositions not only were able to get the plan, but also keep 3 of their members alive, denying a lot of the out points that the defenders could have gained. So there's no silver lining here. This was a well-played round from the side of Wannabe streamers, but at the same time, now here's where they really do need to make that play happen, and it's gonna be the first initial kill coming on down through from the entry fragger Cypher, known as Super. He makes his own push happen. The wall does go on up. With that, it's just gonna be a free plan for the side of Wannabe streamers with a 4-plan situation, beginning with Xiaofin getting a couple of pop shots in the face from the side.
The spike has been planted. The defenders are now trying to push in, though not having good weapons. They are.
Oh my god!
They were not able to make any difference. Super over there took 4 easy kills with that Spectre.
Yeah, he just was the Lord Boar. He left himself up and he was like, yeah, I'm just ready to go. Let me go, man. Just let me go. Mows out that Spectre, just mows down the weed one by one. And hey, that's going to be another round on the board. And that's a confidence booster. Sometimes you don't see this end fragger Cypher coming on down through. Most of the time, hey, Super's feeling it. It's going to be a pretty rough start for the side of Abracadabra. But they're a team that can actually adapt pretty well, and they can switch up their strategies according to the situation. And will they be able to do it? Because for now, it feels as though this strategy of comfort from the side of Wannabe streamers is actually giving them a lot of the rounds. Time's going to be good for 1, time should be good for 2, but instead it's going to be Senju coming on down around the corner, being able to go in for that refrag. That's going to be a good one for them. And Bayam constantly does play that one angle quite frequently, so it's gonna be a dangerous angle to say the very least. He's trying to play that once again, but still it's a 4 versus 4 situation. No ultimates on the clock, but a lot of utility still at hand. And with this drone, Senju, he needs to dip out, because if he doesn't dip out, it's pretty much already done. It does the mustache, so and he's gonna pay the ultimate price for it. Nobody knows it's gonna be good for 2 with his own judge. Last player remaining is gonna be Moxie, but Moxie has the HP advantage. She has the information, and there's no way she's gonna be missing those shots. Beautiful play coming on down through from the side of Moxie, ladies and gentlemen, to clutch out the round and get it for her team. 0-3 on the scorecard, and that's gonna be another round on the board for the side of Wannabe streamers.
I mean, despite the fact of having better weapons from the defensive side, they were not able to make much difference, down to a 1v1. And then finally, Moxie just took that kill and gave them another round to their scoreboard. Now, the defenders, they have to go for an eco round since they will not be able to afford those lavish weapons.
Yeah, this eco round's gonna hurt them quite a lot moving on down the line, because yeah, you can maybe possibly win out the eco round, but not even having a Blade Storm in your hand, that's gonna hurt quite a lot. Not gonna be able to find out much just yet. They need to play it slow. They need to play it hard. Shubo's gonna be going in for the entry frag potential. Repulse not gonna be able to get that one tap down on the Shubo with a beautiful wide swing coming on down from him. Hermione will come down behind him. He's gonna be able to... Dude, the judge is just way too good. Kirud finally does take out a rampaging Medistone as Hermione, but that judge already did the damage. It's gonna be sending it down over to a 3 versus 3 situation. Very much possible to go in for a retake and shut down this plan. The grenade from the side of Kayam's gonna be able to get a tiny little bit of chip damage, force them off a singular angle, but that's pretty much it. They need to go in for a dash, and they need to try and go in for an engagement. Not gonna be able to find out much though, because they only have classes to work with and 1 frenzy on their hands. If they're able to get a long-range classic kill, that's the one thing that they need to shut everyone down. Going in for the fake diffuse, the tap's gonna be there, and also the reverse smoke. The push is already coming on down from the side of Moxie, but Kira from the back end is gonna be able to take down Xiaofin straight through the smoke. The bomb has not been touched yet. It's just gonna be holding it down strong, and down from the back end, it's gonna be Shubo with a swing. It's gonna be able to take down 1, and he's gonna be able to take down his third as well. Beautiful spray control from the side of Shubo to take down multiple members and stop the spike from getting diffused right then and there. That's gonna be just another round for the side of Wannabe streamers and Notorious. At this stage, they need to start stepping up. 4 rounds down already. If they don't take the round here, they're losing in the terms of momentum, because I always talk about this. Valorant is a game based upon momentum. When you have momentum, you have a lot more ultimates, you have a lot more abilities to work with, and the pressure is on. So either at this point, they need to take a win, or they need to try and take a pause to break their opponent's momentum.
I mean, let's see what happens. This is the first time around we're seeing the defending team pick out that operator, and he gets the kill onto Super. Maybe he will be able to make a difference. Let's see what happens. Moxie still waiting outside shower, waiting to push in. Xiaofin just holding down that angle inside showers. Maybe the attackers will push in or not. We're still at a standstill, and the round has started not much long ago. Shafin being quite aggressive there, misses the shot, comes back onto side.
Oh no, he
Oh
didn't
no,
miss.
he
Nice
does,
shot.
he does not miss the shot. All right. Now back to a 5v5 situation with the Sage revive there. Seems like the attackers are pushing out of A side and looking for an opening onto B, while Moxie still playing inside showers. And no, the timing was just bad. Shafin took the kill onto Moxie. The rest of the attackers are now pushing onto A side. Shuvo gets a kill and pushes onto side. Okay, he does able to take another kill onto Hermione. Now down to a 2v2 situation, still favoring the attackers.
Spike planted.
The spike has been planted, now a post-plant situation. The defenders, they have to push in now. Shafin with the operator, trying to see if there's any player peeking out from the elbow region. Super Super still waiting to see any players pushing into side with his camera. Now already into side, waiting to see if they can find anyone out. Super has spotted out Repulse, takes the kill onto him. Shafin is probably going to be going back, but he will not be able to save that weapon. I mean, bad luck.
Yeah,
Another round for the attacking team, Wannabe streamers.
Yeah, a little bit of casual toxicity from the side of Senju. Not really that big of a deal. But hey, it's all between friends, so a little bit of team hacking doesn't really hurt now, does it? Like, you gotta assert your dominance somehow, especially when you're going up against your friends. Like, literally, even in my own ranked games, I still remember that whenever my friends die, I don't teabag the opponent, I teabag on my friends. Like, that's what you should be doing. Don't be toxic to your opponents, be toxic to your friends. And in this case, if your friends are the opponents, hey, the more the merrier. You can be toxic to your enemies and also be toxic to your friends at the same time. It's like killing two birds with one
It's all just fun.
Yeah. Oh no! I don't think this is fun though. I don't think this is fun. Hermione, stop, please. You're giving me PTSD. You gave everyone PTSD back in the Conqueror series, and I don't think Velocity liked what you did to them.
Well, despite of playing the eco weapons, the attackers are now in a disadvantage 2v4 situation. And Qayyum and Shafin do have good weapons to work with. And their positions have been revealed now. The attackers, they have to push in. Though they're playing quite slow, and the defending team do realize that they are still playing outside A, while Qayyum seems to be going back onto B. Let's just see what happens. Not much is happening at this point. Waiting for fights to go down. Super and Shafin are about to meet, and Super does take the kill onto Shafin. Now a 3v2 situation. Still possible from both ends, but no, that was just bad positioning from Kirhood, who was taken out by Ripples. It's all left to Super now. He will be able to find one, but finds the other, but did not connect the shot, so was not able to clutch this out for him. Unfortunate. Now, that was the first victory round for the defending team, Abracadabra.
Yeah, that was a really, really crucial round coming outbound from them, especially the fact that this was a semi-bye round with Hermione getting 2 kills with that judge. Was able to do a lot, and it feels as though Hermione with the judge is something that the side of a lot of these streamer teams, they're just not ready for. The fact that he's able to dish out so much damage and so much hurt and so much disrespect, that just embodies Hermione as a player and also a streamer. That's what he always does. He wants to go up in your face. He's just wanting to show you how good he can be on the server when you allow him to go rampant. But for now, it's Shafin's turn with that operator once again to try and maybe go in for a push. Or it could be Shuvo catching time off guard, trying to pull down from the angle of elbow.
The attackers are pushing onto the lane, and Mirrors are going out. Okay. Shafin takes down Senju, who was being way too aggressive over there. Repulse takes down Shuvo. The plant is going down, but there goes the Raze ultimate. Qayyum takes down Kerhood. Now a 5v2 situation, down to a 4v2. What is happening? This is also crazy. I can barely catch my breath. Moxie there takes down Shafin. Now 4v2 situation. Moxie down to 1 HP. Very difficult to take
Last
kills on
player
that.
standing.
Now it's just her left, and she will not be able to do much. Their defenders take another win. Abracadabra. Now building up that momentum. Slowly but surely.
Yeah, the level of pushes that they're trying to go in for, it requires a little bit more planning. And I think that Joreus, you can already see the biggest flaw of this composition and not having a Sova. They're trying to go in for rushes without any form of information. They don't have the shotguns to try and clear out a lot of the trap wires that the Cypher is trying to set up. And this is why the Sova is so crucial on the map of Mine, especially since Cypher is now such a prominent pick for a lot of the other pro play and also other small base teams. And even in ranked, I've seen a lot more Cypher show up in comparison to the Killjoy after the recent patches and after his recent buff. So not having the Sova is slightly hurting them, but let's see how they try to circumvent that amount of pressure, because they need to try and play for picks. And if they start playing for those picks, I believe they can actually make this happen. But let's see what we can expect here. It's gonna be Hermione and Repulse holding on down on towards that B side, and their positions are already revealed, and it feels as though a fast rush on towards that B side is imminent in a matter of 3, 2, 1.
Spike down B.
Taking some good damage too, with the attackers now pushing in. Though 2 men already in disadvantage there, it's a 3v5 situation with not having good weapons to work with. This will be difficult for them, but nothing impossible. I've seen things happen in this game which are quite unlikely, but they still do happen. Now a 2v4 down to a 2v3 situation. Down to 10 HP Moxie. Wow, Genju does have full HP to work with, but he has to go on and fight with the operator pair there. Moxie does a fake teleport there. Kaiyum takes down Moxie over there. Genju was able to take down Kaiyum. Now a 2v1 situation, and without that weapon, it will be difficult. He does pick up the Spectre now. 13 seconds to work with. He has to push in and push in fast and take the kills. Oh, that was close. He does get a headshot onto him, but quite wasn't able to get the kill due to the lack of a good weapon. But kudos to him or her. It's alright.
It's a he. If I remember, tap out's a he.
It's a he.
Yeah, tap out's a he. Oh my god! I'll be in the background, be like, I'm having a gender crisis here. I don't want to sound rude if I say he by accident or she by accident, so I'm just gonna go with it. I think it works, right?
I think if we have to go gender neutral, we can just use they, them, but...
Okay, it's fine. Let's not go into that rabbit hole, because that's going to be an entirely separate conversation and people in chat are probably going to kill us. So moving on down from that over onto the match, though, I believe that, yeah, both of these teams, they're performing really well, but at the same time, this last round, once again, they're trying to go in for fast rushes without really opting to go in for picks. They need to try and bait out the utility. They need to try and break the utility as much as they possibly can before opting to go in for rushes. And they are already seeing that Repulse, he's not really going in for those cheeky trap wires. He's actually placing trap wires a lot more further in so he can catch people trying to go enter into the site instead of trying to catch people who are already inside. And this could just work out in their favor if they do play their cards right. And now it's all up to tap out and maybe going for a kill on a Jubo, but Jubo's just too good. He knows what to expect and he knows what to do. Break the utility, then go in for the rush, then catch your opponents off guard before they even take a breath. That's how you make the entry happen. And with this, the Jet is going to be able to get the first 2 initial picks. And with the spike one going on down, Hermione with the judge. Yeah, there's not much that he can do here.
Well, the spike has been planted. It's a 3v5 retake situation now. They have been losing the rounds attacking team, Wannabe streamers, but this time they are pretty confident. Armani takes down Clearhood over there. Now a 3v4 time is ticking. Shubo takes another kill onto Kaiyum. He is on a roll this round. He took down 2 kills initially and then a few more. Now the defenders, they just have to move out of sight and just give the win to the attacking team. Too much time has been lost and not much can be done. And yes, the attacking team do take this win. And now 3-6 the scoreboard. And the score difference being 3 rounds.
Yeah, now that's gonna be another round on the board for the side of Wannabe streamers. And I feel as though this comfort strategy is really gonna be working out for them now onto the attacking side, but when it comes down to defense, how much can they really do is going to be the real question, because they don't really have a lot of stopping potential other than their guns pretty much. And the Sage is the only one that can actually use their slow orbs and maybe slow down a prominent rush, but that's only from one angle. Let's say if the Jet starts dashing in or a Ray starts satcheling in down forward, then it's going to be a pretty tough spot. Maybe if they're able to take it down at the bare minimum to an 8-4, they're going to have a lot more of an easier time when we consider the other sidelines, but the other half, I mean. But I don't know how I feel about this. Whenever I look at this composition, it's giving me a little bit of a giddy feeling. Yes, it can work out, but the thing is, this composition relies so heavily on gunfights that you know that I'm a person that doesn't really want to rely on his gunfights every single time. Yes, you have really good aim. You probably are the most cracked player in the entire world, better than Scream, but the gunfights are not always going to win you out on all of your engagement. If two more guys here to repulse, you know what's going to happen here, Notorious. There is no way they're going to be able to win this. Oh no. Here we go. This begins.
The spike is being planted right now. He could be easily be taken out by the player in elbow, but just lack of information there. Now a 3v3. This is going to be quite intense, this situation with Winston ultimately going down. Shafin, 2 kills, collateral. Now it's just, alright, spoke too soon. Chuvo was taken out by Hermione, and the defenders take another round. It will be 4-6 the scoreboard. Abracadabra. I think they will be coming to. I think, let's just say, I'm hoping for a comeback because the match is going to be a bit more interesting that way.
Remember what I just stated? This composition, yes, it's really powerful, but considering that you don't really have a lot of utility to work with or try and circumvent a lot of the utility coming on down through from your opposition, you're gonna be in a pretty bad spot, and that's exactly what happened here. We saw the trap wires, we saw the shock darts just do so much damage, and then the boombot just came out of absolutely nowhere and Kayam just got a kill. He literally got a free kill on Super. That really should not be happening here, but at the same time, hey, you're trying to work out the kinks of the composition. You're trying to figure out in what way you can best use this certain comp to try and maybe take it all away and bring it back into your favor. So here is where I would like to see them perform a little bit more differently. I would like to see them perform less when it comes down to those aggressive pushes, play a lot more split, play a lot more based upon rotations, and then try and bait out as much utility as possible. Because as soon as a utility runs out, you're going to be at the advantage because you are using your utility to try and engage yourselves into the side. And the thing about the composition that they're running right now is a lot of their utility can be used moving on down the line. Some of their utility can be used later. Some of their utility can be saved for certain situations. For example, let's say slow orbs, you're not really going to be using it once it's each wall. You're only going to be using it after you enter down onto a site. And even the Reyna Leers and all, you use one, enter down into a side, and that's pretty much it. You can save your other Leer for a later situation. You can use it a lot more for different types of tactics if you're able to bait out your opponent's utility. So I'm really looking forward to them to just try that strategy. Play it a lot more slower, play it a lot more systematically, do a little bit more calls. And then I believe they're easily going to be able to take this down to an 8-4 and then take it down even stronger on their own defensive side, because at the defensive side, they can purely rely on their gunfights instead of having to rely on utility.
Well, as we speak, another round has commenced, and Shafin, we can see, is waiting for a player to pick out from the showers, but the attacking team, they seem to be pushing out of A side and move closer to B. Seems like that is going to be their decision, and nothing has happened much yet. Qayyum waiting to spot out a player and use his raise need to do some damage or probably even get a kill. But still waiting for things to happen. Shuvo and his mate Sage over there pushing onto side. Qayyum does spot out players and he will show that raise need, as I already said. Shuvo takes him down, rushes into side with that dash. Oh, was close, but does not get the kill onto Kappa, who takes down 2 kills. Though on good damage over there, the spike has not yet been planted. 40 seconds on the clock. Fights are going down. Harmani takes down Senju. 2 attackers left. Though this is a post-time situation. And over there, the defenders clean out the table and gets another victory, 5-6 the scoreboard, just one round shy of the equalizer.
Yeah, they're just ramping up the pressure slowly but surely, and it feels as though the match that we were expecting to be a really close affair, that's exactly
Last
what's
round
happening,
before the
with a lot of the strategies really working out in their favor. Slowly but surely, they understand that, hey, if we want to win out on our defensive side, we need to rely on our utility, because there is no way we're going to be able to win out on the pure, raw gunfight potential that they have on the other side. And why am I really saying this? Because the attackers, they will always have the advantage if you're not using your utility, sorry, because you need to consider Peeker's advantage is a thing. And whenever you're holding down an angle, you sometimes tend to fall asleep and you're not going to be ready for a person swinging that corner if they do time their peak perfectly. But at the same time, I feel as though Super's camera, he was also not ready to be deployed. And he's like, Super, please don't throw me away. I don't want to get destroyed. Please, just let me stay in your pocket for just a little while longer. And after 15 seconds, he's going to be able to check that corner and get his camera destroyed. And Shubo's going to... With Hermione getting a double kill once again with his judge. Hermione, please. Please. These guys have families. These guys have like their own community back at home. They want to stream to them some from time to time. They don't want to talk about you all the time.
Oh, wow.
Destroying them with the judge. Just chill, man. Take a chill pill.
Did you see that kill from Kaiyum over there? That was pretty good.
Yeah, you just expected Super to be around that corner. And it's like, yeah. Just
Oh, stop it! What are you
no,
doing,
back
man?
back them.
Okay. What is going on, Kurhod? Oh my god, no, tap out. Alright. He did not go for the knife over there. I mean, that would have been
Switching
fun.
sides.
But, nope.
He just tapped out the guy, and I'm like, bro, fucking tap out. He just tapped everyone out of this server. So, in a way, 6-6 on the scorecards. Clean slates for both of the teams to try and go in for the switch here. And, I'm kind of wondering one of these things. Like, now, what is really the plan coming on down through from the side of Team Abracadabra? How do they really want to move themselves down forward here on their own attacking side? Are they going to be going in for the exact same composition, on strategies that we normally see from pro teams, or do they have their own specific set of trying comps that Hermione is just going to throw on down and maybe sprinkle on top from time to time? Let's just see what we can expect here, because I'm really excited to see what kind of strats they're going to be bringing and what kind of counter strategies that the side of one of these streamers are going to try to employ to try and stop them. Because I feel as though their entire team, they're just going to be going in for the usual B-side rush, and the entirety of one of these streamers, they're not even trying to contest the side other than Chubo.
Okay. Well, Shubo does take one kill, finds a few more pairs, but will not be able to take them down. Oh my god, what is happening? So many gunfights, one after another. The attacking team are inside and they can go for the plant. And the plant is going down. Senju and Moxie
Spike planted.
waiting to find players. Are any of the players blinded? Yes, seems like Easy Tap Out
Last player standing.
was blinded, but Moxie was not able to take the kill. Senju takes one. Finds another, but will he be able to clutch this out? He does know where both the players are. If that sound went, oh my god, just 4 bullets left in the chamber and does find him. Okay, Senju, he just clutched it, my man. That was a good one.
My God.
And I must say,
deal, man.
from Kaiyum, I think he should not have looked away at that point, but fair mistake.
I think that Kayam was expecting that he was gonna go on down through from the right side. Instead, he didn't expect him to peek from the left. But at the same time, I kind of understand what Senju was trying to do as well. He wanted to chase him down. He wanted to go in for that engagement and take like absolutely no risk, and then just take him out almost immediately. Understandable, but at the same time, really questionable. But it's completely fine. There's not really much that you can do about it. Moving on down over onto this round, because we always do talk about the pistols, but the pistols, especially when you're on a clean slate, doesn't really matter as much. 6 and 8, very much recoverable, even if you do lose out here. You will though from the back and send it for 1 kill. And now that's gonna be the opening kill here. Super's getting pushed by Shafin. Shafin's not gonna be able to hit those right clicks. And down for the
Okay, Shafin!
Oh my
But
god!
Shubo's on the other side.
Absolutely beautiful, but Shubo on the other side, the Jen versus Jen, Ace versus Ace, and Shubo's gonna be getting an ace for himself down towards the back end. We were so engrossed in the battle happening between Shapin and Super that we absolutely forgot about Shubo just absolutely tearing everyone down on towards the other side of the site. Shubo's like, hey cameraman, why don't you look at me here? Like, come on, who's the observer? I want to talk to him. I want to send him back into the slammer because he didn't catch my ace. And oh my god, come on man, someone needs to catch my ace.
Well, I mean, at least we got to see it on the scoreboard, and people know how Shubo plays. And this is just one match. I'm pretty sure he's gonna take few more aces on his upcoming tournaments and all. He's a good player, so nothing too new for him.
Yeah, Shubo's just getting aces left, right, and center. He is one of those superstar players here, ladies and gentlemen, so that's what you can expect coming out from this man. And now with the first initial dash, Shopin's gonna be good for 1 kill. Hero just got absolutely scared out of his pants with that rush coming going down. Tap out's gonna be good for 1, Harmony from the back, and it's gonna be good for another. With that, it's just time for cleanup duty. 2 versus 5 here, Notorious. I don't think this is very much possible whatsoever because not only are they at a disadvantage of manpower, they're also at a disadvantage when it comes down to the terms of the weapons.
Sue and Shafin, though, they both see each other, and that fight could have gone either ways, I must say. And Shafin, oh my god, Chuvo, he takes 1, 2 kills, but was able to take 2 men down. That's good enough, but not quite good enough to take them the wins.
Yeah, the win's not gonna be there, but I guess it's fine. Like, Shubo wanted to maybe pull off a Korean jet, but he turned into the Bengali jet. But it didn't really work out for his favor. So, you know, whenever a Bengali tries to go in for a Korean jet style, he always gets those 3 kills absolutely beautifully and then just dies when he tries to go in for that 4th kill. Yeah, I feel you, man. Like, we all are Bengali Jets here. Sometimes that's happened. So no harm, no foul. Let's move on down on towards the next round because that round was actually pretty good. And now, finally, them being able to go in for these full bites is now the time that they really do need to try maybe shut something down as well from their own side. Let's see how they are going to be trying to move themselves down forward because now that they have the guns in their favor, they need to make this rush happen and they need to be very decisive in trying to go in for this play. But Repulse, he gets that first initial hit. Jubal's going to be good for 1. Immediately gets straight on out from the back end. Though Hero's going to be pushing himself down on forward. He's going to be getting another one for himself. And the trades are just so quick. Triple kill for the side of Repulse. Ladies and gentlemen, both of these teams, they're just throwing out trades left and right. Even our cameraman can't really keep up with how chaotic these rounds are starting off on. The trades were good, and now in a 1 versus 2 situation, it's gonna be Moxie versus the entire world. She does get spotted out by the camera, so she should know that at the bare minimum, 1 player is holding him down from the angle of Octagon, but that's pretty much it. She has no information of where Kaim could be. He could be on Buka, he could be on Elbow. She just doesn't know.
Well, Moxie has clutched down a few rounds before, but I guess this time luck was not on her favor though. And attackers take another win now, another equalizer coming up from Team Abracadabra.
Abracadabra, they finally got their mojo back and now they're bringing in the pain slowly but surely. And they're actually relying a lot more on their utility, and that's what you would have expected here. Playing it slow, playing it smart, playing based upon this utility and based upon the trades. Now, let's really see what we could expect coming on down through from the side of Kirwood. Oh no. I think you see what I see here, Notorious.
We all see what is at. I mean, we are all waiting to see that happen.
Oh yeah,
he takes 2!
Yeah, that's a revenge.
Yeah,
Thank you, Hermione, for teaching me ways.
that's Hermione's revenge over there. And Hermione does take him out as I speak. Now moving on to side, they have not cleared out Cooper, who was over there inside. And that clean headshot onto Repulse from Shubho. Wow, they just took that eco round over there. I mean, brilliant.
This is what really does happen whenever you try and anger the gods of the judge. If you're running a judge, I'm running a judge. You know, in Bronze, when they run an Odin, you run an Odin. when it comes down to Radiant, Immortal, and Diamond, when they run a judge, you run a judge. That's still an actual BM weapon to try and take down your opposition, and that's what really does happen here, ladies and gentlemen. But honestly, I'm absolutely dumbfounded and astounded by the amount of plays that are being made by all of these teams. Like the level of synergy, coordination, and the speed at which they're going in for these execution and going in for these trades feels like they have been playing for a really long time. Yes, the strategies are not as developed, but when it comes down to the trade potential, these two teams, they're absolutely on point and on par with a lot of the other more experienced teams out there as well. So these streamers, they know what the hell they're doing, and they're able to play together super well, especially through the course of this entire tournament. I believe that they've gotten to know each other really well, and they've become really good buddies. But at the same time, I feel as though Senju and Kirhood, they got buddies. They got a little bit too buddy-buddy with the judges in their hands. Oh no. Oh no, is she lagging?
I think he was. Well, we have seen one eco round come out from the other side, and this time it's the other team going for the eco. Maybe they will be able to pull it out. He has no clue. Let's see what's about to happen. 3v3 situation. Chafin takes some good damage. And Chuvo takes down Ripples over there. Now?
Oh, nice one.
Okay. Okay, Shafin takes down Chuvo, and now it's a reverse 2v3 situation. Shafin on 20 HP though. Senju is taken out by Kaiyum. Now a 2v2. They can still get the spike planted and maybe even get the round. I mean, that would probably be what I'm that would probably be what I would expect. But Super takes down Shafin. Now time is not on his side. Kaiyum will not be able to do much. Takes down Super though, and his position has been rebuilt, but Kirhood was just not in the position to take the kill.
Yeah, it's completely fine. They won another round, and that's the main thing that you want, especially when you are trying to push yourselves over towards that double-digit score line. And why is the double digit so important, you guys might ask back at home? Double digits is where your team are going to shine the brightest, not only when it comes under terms of the eco, because you have stabilized yourself quite heavily to beat that double-digit mark in comparison to your opponents, but also the fact that you're adding a lot of pressure, and the pressure is mounting up slowly but surely, and the pressure is going to be getting down towards the head of Hermione, who gets popped in the chest. The beautiful operator shot coming on down from the side of Duels. Didn't really expect the Sage Wall to be there. Did accidentally bounce off of that Sage Wall, but it's completely fine. But at the same time, you don't have a Sova anymore, so you need to try and take every single one of your engagements here absolutely dry. And against a judge player like Kirhood, I think taking those engagements could just be a death sentence.
The initiator has been taken out, so the attackers, it's going to be a bit difficult for them to push in. But we have seen them play aggressively pushing onto side. If they can make that happen once again, I think it would be quite doable. And Kirhood over there playing that judge in that position. Chuvo takes down Repulse, who just walked into the smoke. Fights are going down. Tap out takes down Super for the 2 situation now. The attackers, they don't have much left to do. Kaiyum now pushing in with the ultimate, does not find anyone yet. And that ultimate was a waste. Tap out going onto A side with the spike. If he can get the spike planted and secure the position, he might be able to clutch this out. Let's see what he does. The attacker, so the defenders are all still at B side. Now know what's going on. Now it's all on to Tap out, and let's see if he can make a difference. Senju is about to meet him into showers, and Tap out took him out. Now, all right, that was a good ultimate coming out from him, but he still does not know if he can make it. I think it's going to be a lineup. Okay. No lineup. The diffuse is going down and Maki takes the kill. So, unfortunate for him.
No charges left.
Yeah, that's just a little bit sad there. I think that if he just tried to go in for the lineup almost immediately, then he would have had a lot more success and then played for the ultimate, because you do need to remember, whenever you are playing for those lineups, it's really difficult to get a proper timing on when you should be doing it. We need to do it preemptively, considering how long it does take for the molly to travel and then bounce off the ground and then finally initiate. So the timing was just not there, and that's gonna hurt now because the entirety of Team Abracadabra, they're in the slammer pretty much, and they're gonna be going out of the frying pan and straight into the fire if they do lose out here. Because look at the scoreline here, Notorious. It's 8-11. One more round for the side of Wannabe Screamers to send this down over onto match point. And if you try to go on down over onto match point on the map that is known to be the stronger map for the side of Abracadabra, yeah, they're just not gonna be happy. And Shubo getting that first initial kill with an operator and being able to take down the spiker and forcing Repulse to use his cage that he could have used to try and go in for an engagement play inside of the site. This is not looking up at all for the side of Abracadabra.
Will being the attackers, they have to push, and it seems like they are committing pretty much. And
nice
Shotgun
shot.
takes a good kill onto Shuvo. Now dashing onto side, does find Clearfoot, but will not be able to take him out. Repulse on the other hand takes down Senju. 3v3 situation now. Clearfoot takes another kill onto Kaiyun, who will now be traded out by Harmani. The trades are happening one after another. The plant, okay, the plant
30
does not
seconds
go down.
left. One enemy.
I'm a bit
Oh yeah,
confused.
good.
Spike down B.
Now it's just Harmani left. He might be able to make it, but not sure if he will. Moxie. Alright. Moxie and Super were playing in good position, so that would have been very difficult. And
Match point.
both they did make it happen. Now, sitting on match point,
Someone get
team Wannabe Streamers. Am I right?
Yep. Wannabe Streamers, the team that we were not really expecting to take this win out, is the one that is actually causing a lot of pressure because honestly, at this point, Notorious, I take back everything that I said about meta in comparison to Comfort because it feels as though Comfort is what's getting a lot of these teams the win here because the level of the comfortability of them playing their agents, the ways that they're playing their positions, the way that they're playing for trades, the way that they're positioning around one another. It was a little bit rocky at the very beginning, but once they figured everything out, they were able to make a solid plan and they were able to force it down so well that Abracadabra, they couldn't really adapt. They were trying to go in for the same strats over and over again. They were not relying on a lot of the information-based plays that they could have. And they didn't really have the firepower to make it happen. Yes, they do have a raise, they do have a jet, but they're not really using the utility in proper conjunction with one another to try and go in for that execution. The beauty of the composition that the side of Wannabe Streamers have is that they have a composition that doesn't really require a lot of synergy when it comes down to the utility usage. You place down a couple of smokes and then you just do your own thing and you're going to be able to go in for a win. If you do play for the trades properly, that is not really the same case for the side of Abracadabra. They need to rely a lot more on team play coordination synergy when it comes down to using a lot of their abilities. And that's really difficult to employ in a lot of the different strategies that you could be doing to try and take it away from your opposition. And now at this 8-12 scoreline here, Notorious, I don't really know how I feel, and I don't really know if they're going to be able to make a comeback happen, because when you look at their buys, it's not pretty at all.
I mean, pretty is an overstatement.
Yeah, I kind of get that, but like, what can you do here? Because
I mean,
they
this is
lost
the
out on
final
it.
round, so
Yeah.
they do not have anything else to do. I mean, you make it or break it. So they just have to go for whatever they can afford, and this is what they can afford at this moment. And if they can take this round and make a couple more rounds and gain the momentum, I think they can push this onto overtime. But this will be very difficult as the defending team, they are holding down quite well.
And now I do believe that our producer did say that we need to take a technical pause because one of the teams are having a little bit of a ping difficulty. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a short break.
everyone, this is Shubho and my team's name is Wannabe Streamers. It was a tough journey to the semis, but we enjoyed every moment of it and we are thrilled for making it so far. Thanks to my amazing teammates, and we are feeling confident for making it this far. Fans can expect a good fight from our side. On the other hand, the opponents are quite strong, so we will try our best to win and have fun at the same time. Thank you to the people supporting me and my team. Keep supporting us. Adios.
Assalamualaikum and what's up everyone, I'm Kirkwood here from team Wannabe streamer basically, and right now we have a team of Bo3, Moxie, Racy and Renegan with us, and obviously we have reached the semi-final with an huge impact. We lost one match with a mock, and you were lucky that I didn't play that match, and hopefully I will get to you by reaching that final. Yes, we have the exactly perfect potential to reach the final by defeating Abra, because we're gonna use their magic against all of them. So till then, have a great day, and signing off, Kirkwood here.
Hello, this is Kayum Gaming, and I'm Hoga. I'm the captain of the team Abra, and I play mostly Killjoy and Raze. And it feels really good to get into the semis. It feels really good to be part of the range duels. And to our opponents, Wannabe streamers, make sure to watch out, because even if Hermione doesn't go too hard on you, I will. Trust me, I will.
Hello, it's me, Hermione from Team Abra, and I play silver for the team. We recently got to the semis of French Duels and I'm super hyped for it. Our opponent will be Wannabe streamers. They seem to be a really solid team, but we should be able to win easily. So yeah, that's about it. Good luck to them and see you in the match.
What's up guys, this is Asanilai aka Atomic from Team Abra. আমি Team Abra সাইফার প্লেয়ার। রেস ডুয়েলস টিমার টুর্নামেন্টে আমরা সেমিফাইনাল উঠছি। সো এটা নিয়ে অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমি কোনো সারপ্রাইজ না, বিকজ এটা আগে থেকে জানা ছিল এরকমই হবে। অপোনেন্ট টিমের উদ্দেশ্যে আমার একটাই সাজেশন, যেহেতু আমি সাইফার খেলতেছি তো আমার ট্র্যাপ সামলায় হেঁটো, বিকজ আমার ট্র্যাপ যদি তোমরা ট্রিগার করো ইউ আর ডেড।
Hello, this is Tasin, aka Easy Tap Out, and I play Brimstone in Team Abracadabra. I'm really happy and honored to reach semifinals of range duels, and for the opponents, I'll say we'll go some easy on you. Don't worry.
eSports captain. Mainly play Jet for my team, and best of luck to the opponents in the semis. Best of luck.
Hey guys, this is Duels, and see you in the finals.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are now waiting for the round to start. 8-12 the scoreboard. The defending team, Wannabe streamers, sitting on match point, and the attacking team does not have much economy to work with. And Shuvo, as I speak, only takes the first kill onto Kaiyum. Now, this might be the end game of this match, but let's not speak early and see what happens. The attackers are pushing in. Safin does find Shuvo there, gets blinded by Moxie, who will not be able to take down Safin? They are doing surprisingly well, considering the fact that they did not have much economy to work with. Now, 2v2 the situation could go either ways, but this is a post plant, and now down to a 1v1. Tap out position has been revealed, but he will be able to take the kill onto him. Now, 12-12, the 9-12, the scoreboard. Another round goes towards Abra Kadabra. Maybe a comeback can happen from this, pushing them into an overtime. Not sure. Let's see what happens. And the defending team now sitting on poor economy. They have to go for some light buys over there. Moxie picking up that judge. Let's see if she can make things interesting over there. But Super, he will be playing his Phantom, while the attacking team, they all seem to have Vandals and Phantoms, and they are pretty confidently pushing onto site. The Sage Wall has been taken down by Shafin, who is sitting right outside the hookah area. And, you know, Kerhood is still sitting up there with her Bucky, and attacker still waiting to make a push. Kerhood does give out the sound clue over there. Shafin checking out corners, trying to find out where she is, but Kerhood can make a difference with that shotgun over there. But, you know, they're still waiting for things to happen, things to but Bucky, things to escalate. Repos as I speak, and Kerhood does take the first kill onto Shafin. He knows there are more players there, but does some damage onto Hermione, does not get the kill. Down to a 2v2 situation now. The attackers are in a disadvantage, the spike not yet planted, and the spike in fact is not even in sight. They can still make a rotate happen, but I don't know what's about to happen. Let's see what is going on. Okay. All right, Super was able to just clean things out, and the victory goes towards Wannabe streamers. The first map bind is on their side.
Well, then a little bit of comical moment right at the very end. Shuvo putting on his dancing shoes and showing us his dancing moves as well. But it's completely fine. Hey, you gotta be flashy right at the very end. And Super's gonna be able to use Shuvo as like a living, breathing flash and just get those kills on top of the side of Hermione and of course Chaim. And I believe that I can already imagine what was happening during the comms. Shuvo was like, please, Super, save me, save me, save me. But I can't hit my knife. Save me, I'm gonna die. Save me. Super's like, calm down, man. I'm right here. I got you, dude. I got you. I'm not gonna let you die. I got the round. Don't worry about it. And hey, not only did they get the round, they're gonna be able to take it all away and take away this map as well. Map number 1, a really good showing of skill from both of these teams, but at the same time, I've expected a lot more coming on down through from the side of Abracadabra. But I believe as though like this could easily go down to 3 maps, because from what I have heard, this first initial map was actually the map pick from the side of Wannabe streamers. So if the side of Abracadabra have a lot of strategies for their own map, this could be an interesting showing. Don't you think so, Notorious?
Aggressive. That is exactly what I was about to say, but you know, I just could not quite interrupt you, but you just took my words over there, so that's that.
But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be hitting on down over onto a short break. You can already see the scores on the board. It's going to be Shuvo going in for a 27 kill bomb and Hermione following close second on a 24. Still, really good showing of skill coming on from both of the top fraggers. But at the very end, still, map number 1 is going to be one out by the side of Wannabe streamers. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't be heading on down anywhere just yet. Grab your popcorn, and as you are grabbing your popcorn and letting it microwave in the oven, Make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and also follow the socials of Range to get updated as soon as we do go live and if we have any other future events. But for now, we're going to be taking a short break and we'll be back with you real shortly with the next match. Catch you in just a little bit. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to map number 2 of this intense matchup of the Rage Duels, of a match going up against the side of Team Abracadabra and Team Wannabe Streamers. But at the same time, we have a new face here. His name is going to be Kirito, none other than this guy who I hate and also love a lot. What are you feeling, my man, and how do you feel about this matchup?
Initially, I'm feeling excited to be here on the range duels, and this has been an intense tournament. But after that, I'm kind of feeling a little bit, what do I say, mixed feelings about that introduction that you just gave. But regardless, we're moving into the match. I do also love you, and sort of hate you, because you always mess around with my name. Whatever. We are moving into the second map of the semifinals. It's between Abracadabras and Wannabe Streamers. It's gonna be in the map of Haven, the infamous three-sided map of Valorant. And for the first half, Abracadabras are going to be attacking, and we're going to see the defense being done by Wannabe Streamers. So, speaking of the players, again, we already saw on the first map, it's going to be the victory coming in for the Wannabe Streamers. I got to say, it was kind of surprising for me because the set of Abracadabras, they have some pretty strong players there. We have Hermione, obviously a big player from Exili, Kalium Gaming, Repulse. These guys have been dominating the whole tournament, but they did somehow manage to lose the first match, if I'm not wrong. But moving into the next one, they are going to be on attack first, so I'm pretty sure they want to get that early on head start, get some rounds, a big round gap immediately, and maybe catch the opposition on the back foot. But speaking of Wannabe Streamers, they got some tricks up their sleeve too. I mean, we do see Moxie, we see Renegan, Shuvo. These guys are so good at fragging, and I got to say, some of the players have been surprising me quite a bit in this tournament. So I'm excited to see how this goes down. And I think all the players are almost ready, so they're going to be moving into the matchup as soon as we get the go.
Yeah, this is going to be an intense one, that's for sure as well. Because you need to remember that for the side of Abracadabra, their backs are against the wall. It's either go big or go home pretty much, or they're going to be sending them down over to pretty much into the slammer. There's not really much that they can do here. They need to try and win out this round if they really do want to head on down over towards that grand finals matchup.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most intense periods of the tournament. This is the semifinals. If you do lose this matchup, you are going to be eliminated, and you don't want to miss your chance after all the hard work and grinding that you have to do to reach to the semifinals. You just don't want to give it away. So these teams will definitely giving it their 200% in this matchup, and especially Abracadabras, they want to be in this matchup. They want to take it to the third map, so they're going to be giving it all they have. In the meantime, is everything? I think there might be some issues from the side of the players. The technical issues are there, so I think we're going to take a short break, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us. We'll be back as soon as the players are ready. The issues have been resolved, and we'll go into the match. And yeah, that's basically it. Stay with us and get ready for this intense fight. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Range Duels semifinals two with the matchup. Second map between Abracadabras versus Wannabe streamers. I'm going to join. Really useful in denying bomb defusal.
Just really see how he's gonna be using that ultimate moving on down the line, because he's gonna be picking up that ultimate orb here. There is no denying that. And with this is gonna be immediate right now on towards that seaside bit. They need to be very much careful because now the guns is in the hands of the side of the defenders. How will they actually try and go in for this engagement? It's going to be the real question. Racy on the back end's going to be trying to hold it down strong. Superstar going to be in a pretty good position. Does get spotted out by the recon wolf on the side of Hermione. He did not break it early, so that's going to hurt quite a lot when it comes down to the defensive hold. And it feels as though these fast execution-heavy rushes, with all of the utility being thrown out, other than the kitchen sink pretty much, is catching the entirety of the side of Team Wannabe streamers off guard, and they don't really know how to counteract it. Now, in this 4 versus 5 retake situation, they need to wait until the smokes dissipate and then go in for the rush immediately.
They are being a little bit impatient. The Shafin gets a frag on Moxie. Traded by Shubo, pushing into the side. Shubo, one more. Renegan chiming as
One
well.
enemy remaining.
The trades are there.
Right.
Who does find one more? It's all onto the Reyna. That is Repulse. He is still in long, trying to play off the pings. He's gonna go for a peek. Position is revealed, but here comes Renegan, providing the guard.
One enemy
Going for the peek. Will find Kirhood. Is it half defused? I think it is. But oh, he's running out of bullets for the time. Oh, he went for the heal. He should have went for the dismiss, but regardless, they do get the round in their bag. They're gonna have cash to work with. Rifles are gonna be in their hands, but you gotta give it to the Wannabe streamers. They had a good chance at winning that round. They had the rifles as well, but they just need to figure out how to stop these aggressive pushes. They have a the Cypher utility working for them. They're just not utilizing that properly enough. I feel like maybe they should fall back and play a bit more passive instead of playing fire with fire. Maybe Racy should pull back in some of those cases where he's getting overrun.
I think that Racy's playing the Cypher in a very default position. And you know for a fact that I'm that type of player who likes to play Cypher dynamically, switching up my position, sometimes being left, sometimes being on the right, sometimes being near from the garage. But the fact that he's not switching up anything, it's the thing that's really hurting them. It's only Moxie taking a backseat as well on this round. Just gets spammed out by Hermione towards the back end. Senju gets spotted out as well. Hermione gets another kill for himself. But with that, it's just cleanup duty now. Shafin gets another one on the duel, shows the better jet dominance. Kieran's gonna be able to take on Shafin, but that's just the silver lining here. The health, it's just not in their favor, and the utility is absolutely overwhelming from the side of Team Abracadabra. They're gonna be able to shut everyone down systematically, one by one. With that, 0 and 4 on the scorecards, and the side of Wannabe streamers, they're getting a taste of their own medicine that they dished out in the map of Vine, seemingly.
Yeah, definitely. And look at the agents right now. They have 3 ultimates, especially the Hunter's Fury and the Brimstone ultimate. They have so much utility to work with in the post plans. And with these quick executions, they can just plant in and get out and play the post plan really easily. So that's a really good thing they have going for them. But I mean, this is going to be another buy round for the side of the defenders. Wannabe streamers, they're going to be playing a bit more concentrated in the center this time. A very light defense on the seaside. The early wall coming from here to block out any presence in garage. But oh no, Shafin gets one onto Renegan. Almost they line up, but Shuvo, he's so low. He's running to here with my brother, but Shafin, he knows he's on the he's gonna get the frag.
He says.
One onto Kirhood, and Moxie will get the trade. Racy as well, but that's all they're good for. Moxie does find one more. Okay, 2 versus 2, but still 2 boomers in the side of the attackers. The Cypher ultimate comes in. Moxie does get the frag onto tap out. It's all onto Hermione. He is spotted, and they know exactly where he is.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question later on after Hermione possibly wins out this clutch. Is he gonna be actually able to get it? He's not gonna be able to find it because Super is just around the corner to go in for that trade. But at the same time, I'm gonna quote you on something. You could just say 2 boomers on the attacking side.
Yeah,
I really want to know, are you calling the Brimstone and Sova or the boomer? Are you calling Brimstone and Zabi the boomer?
No, Brimstone is a boomer, right? But I gotta, Sova is kind of old. Come on, he is.
No, he is not. He's almost the same age as maybe Reyna, Sage, and Jet. No, Jet's the youngest. Reyna and Sage. Like, where does...
I mean, look at him. He looks old, but okay, I'm sorry, Sova mains in the chat. He isn't old. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. He's a really good-looking guy for, I mean, whatever his age is. And regardless, we'll see a little bit of a whiff coming in. He will run away to the side of Jet. Shuvo.
Oh no, what is
still in garage? He's still alive somehow. Shuvo, is he gonna be hungry for this? But the trade is very much possible. He's gonna be spotted though. Hermione doesn't get on Moxie in the meantime. It's gonna be a 4 versus 4
He gonna survive this.
He's still alive. Oh, that recon doesn't spot Shugo. He can find one. No, Hermione with the headshot. And another one onto
Are you
Kirud.
serious?
And he's still alive. The Jet.
One enemy remaining.
Shafin, he's still living. Gets a frag on Shugo with a trade. Onto Hermione whiffing. He does get the wall bang onto Repulse in the end, but
Spike
still
down,
1 versus 2. He has the advantage because Shafin is so low on HP. As well as Kaiyum, he's low as well. So it's still a very much winnable round for him, but he needs to play really smart because he himself is not in the best scenario, especially with the Blade Storm available to Shafin. If he wants to go for that risk,
30 seconds left.
It's a tight one, but Cypher utility gives him information. Now he's moving his way towards the A side.
Yeah, this is just a pre-plan for them, but at the
One
same
more?
time, post plans are just not gonna be as beautiful. So let's see what they're really gonna be doing because both of the cyber cages are still very much present. The camera's gonna be spotting out Xiaofin, and they know for a fact that Xiaofin is literally at 1 health. He's not gonna be surviving for long if just one stray bullet is able to hit him straight in the body. It's gonna be super finding that person should kill. Last person's gonna be at 1 HP. He should be expecting this, but he's just not gonna be on fire. Xiaofin with 1 HP is gonna be the one to go in for this clutch. If you told me Xiaofin was gonna survive that and go in for a clutch here, ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't have believed you for even a second.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, watching this clip from the range duels, because I know for a fact this is gonna be going into the highlights. Because what with one
You're famous.
HP, he gets 2 frags as well. He got one onto Renegade, and he finds the final frag. I mean, if I'm Rakes, I gotta be kicking myself, especially if the information is fed from to him by his teammates that he's 1 HP. You'll get him, no worries. After that, momentum's gonna take a hit big time, but what's gonna be taking another hit is gonna be either the B or C side because they are gonna be taking the gamble on the A side, and now they're gonna immediately realize that they have made a bit of a mistake. This is gonna be an eco and a really difficult one indeed as Shafi is going for the bomb plant, and they are running out over the B side, and the post plant begins in a matter of seconds. Flank coming in from Racy. He will be tagged up a little bit, so he's gonna fall back. Here comes the Brimstone ultimate that we're so very much interested to see. Oh, Racy does get a 1 tap on the pin. The Cypher ultimate comes in. Information is available. Will we see some wall bangs?
Oh,
No, they're gonna be sticking it. They got it. What? No, they didn't get it. It was so close. It's still gonna be a 2 versus 4 scenario. As we see Reaper's running in. Super missing all his shots. Super does find one more. He's doing so much work from this flank, but none of it's paying off because his teammates are just dying in the site. And it's gonna be tap out taking care of him in the end. 2 milliseconds on that defuse. And the spike's gonna go on to explode. What was this?
I am as dumbfounded as you right here, my man. That spike was 0.2 or 0.3 seconds off getting defused. I literally saw the bar. It was this far off. Earhood nearly just stuck it through entirely, but at the very end, a stray bullet just hit him in the head and just completely put a damper on the screens. I feel you, man. It does happen to everyone, but this time around, the luck, Lady Luck is going to be in the favor of the side of the side of Team Abracadabra. They're going to be able to find that kill, but at the same time, Shubo with that operator, we know for a fact how deadly he can be if you let him have that weapon in his hand. And now Shubo, it's all up to him. If he's able to bring this back for his team, they're going to be in a really good position, even though they're down on a 1-6 scoreline. They need to win this round because if they don't win this, it's already over. They have no way of trying to close out this half in a good manner.
And they don't, but look at this. They're edging towards this A side, the side of the attackers, Abracadabras, and none of the players are in the A side to try and deny this. But I wouldn't be worrying about this if they had a proper retake plan, but they are really inconsistent on these retakes. They don't come in, they go for these right takes, they don't go in with utility, they don't wait long enough for the smokes to go away. It's just really messy. But regardless, they are going to be preparing for this retake as the bomb plant goes down in this A side. Still, the post plant is going to be quite tight because there's still a lot of utility in favor of the side of the attackers. Abracadabras for playing this post plant. And we still see the Reina Repulse. He's still very much in the side. Renegade will be spotting him out and getting that shot. He's going to heal himself up as well. Taking this 3 versus 5 scenario. The Swarm Mages are going to come in, tagging him a lot. Amot spotted in short, will be taken out. Moxie with one more into Hermione. And we see the rush coming in. Moxie with the pistol. Doesn't get the frag, but it's going to be Renegade with the trade, and the defuse will be stuck. Second round on the board for the side of the defenders, Wannabe streamers. They're still in this. They are still very much in this.
Yeah, this round was such a crucial round as well. Like, we always talk about this. Sometimes whenever you're down on that 1-6 scoreline, you're able to take the win back on that 1-6 and take it down to a 2-6, then the momentum has instantly been dropped from your opposition, and you can rein it in back if you are on the defensive side. And the fact that they're on the defensive side and the fact that they have been able to take this round, they can try and close this out on the 6-6 scoreline. And if they're able to take it down over onto the 6-6 scoreline and get these consecutive 4 rounds in their favor, they're going to be able to go in for an open, clean slate in the following round. And considering the buys that the entirety of the side of Abracadabra have, they're not looking good whatsoever. If they lose out here, they're going to be forced onto an eco, and Shafin, he's not even going to have his Blade Storm available.
Yeah, he had a Spectre, but he still got the Blade Storm Shuvo on the backside of a latest operator known. The Killjoy lockdown coming in from Abracadabras. Kayum is going to be opting to use that. They are not pushing in, but Shuvo.
Oh my god, ballsy, dude.
This is a really ballsy move. Instead, he gets the lineup! He gets the lineup! Can he get the third? He will! Triples! How are you not?
One enemy remaining.
Alright, he's gonna get a 4K. Tap out does finish it off, but Racy, Shubo, my man, that would have been the highlight clip of his career. The balls on this man to stay right in that corner. The one spot that the lockdown could not get him from. Oh my god.
Balls are legitimately the size of Jamburas. Like, what was that, man? Like, you just don't get away with stuff like that. And then he just pulled out his knives, dashed over the top of the Radiant box, and then killed the guy with the right click. He nearly killed off his second as well, dude.
What is this talk about, Jumbo? You just ruined the whole clutch for me. Shubo does find the opening one onto Shafin as we move on to this round. Momentum is at a high right now, aggressive, and they very well might go into this 6-6 scoreline. Have ultimates, they have utility and guns. So it's still very much possible that they go into the next half with a clean slate.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about. Winning out on the second round instantly stops the momentum. You have the advantage, and you can break your attacker's spirit very easily. And it's really difficult to try and get yourselves out of that situation, Moxie, though. Baby, she's gonna be able to stay on this top lane, and no one's gonna check her. She can easily take down multiple targets if they try to push her down over towards the angle of garage. But they know for a fact that this is gonna be really dangerous for them. Moxie, she just needs to chill. If she just stays there, if she doesn't move, it's gonna be fine.
She's not even blinded, but they don't go in. That sucks for Moxie.
Yeah, that's gonna be a chill pill for them, but at the same time, Senju! He just gets one tapped into the next dimension. Like, I am beautiful shots coming out from him, but will they be able to go past Super, the Cypher? That's gonna be the real question here. Super's gonna be good for 1, he's gonna be good for 2, he's probably gonna go good for the 3rd as well. And down towards the back end, it's gonna be Kirhood as the backup, the takeout, tap out, tapping him out of this game for right now. With that, that's gonna be 4-6 on the scorecards, ladies and gentlemen, and I feel as though this is a complete 180 to what we were expecting right at the very beginning. Don't you think so, Hugo?
Yeah, I mean, the side of Abracadabras were looking strong. They had good pushes. They played for the postmans really well. But, I mean, with some of these last rounds, the efficiency of the side of Wannabe streamers has been in such a up high. And they were so good at defending these sides. Going for the retake on that A side as well was really clean. And some of the solo plays like from Shuvo that I just can't I can't forget that round, man. It's still in my head. But regardless, we have to move on. It's a 4-6 scoreline. Still very much possible for the side of the Abracadabras to go in for the lead, as they have some weapons as they're pushing into the C side. Utilities are going to make their push known. Shafin spots Moxie from that position, but won't be able to take him out, though. He's going to be Renegade taken out by Repulse. The Arena Devs coming in. Heal is available for him, and we are going to see still some ultimates available. The revive from Kirud if they decide to go for that, if they can decide side control. It's not the side control. Shafin moving away after getting spammed. Shubo, 42 HP. It's going to be a really difficult retake, as the side of Abracadabras are still fighting in this side. They're not falling back.
Yeah, they're just not going to be heading on down anywhere. This side hole is just way too strong to try and go into one by one to making the pushes happen. And yeah, this was an absolute bloodbath, and I have no idea what just happened on this retake.
Last round.
Yeah, I get it. You wanted to play the C side for a retake, but you don't have a Sova, so playing it for the retake is very dangerous. So you should not be really stacking up like that. Instead of maybe holding on down only 2 players over towards that C side, you need to maybe hold down 3 and send everyone down towards that A side instead. Like, that's how you should be playing. The B side can be completely empty. No one needs to play there. play on B, play 2 people inside of C, and play 2 people inside of A, because you cannot play for retakes. Your retakes are not going to be strong because you don't have that skill.
Indeed, and retake is something we definitely need to work on because right now the retakes, either on the A side for one round, I'm not seeing much potential. They are gonna have to fall back.
Oh, nice one.
Side. Oh, Super does get a frag onto Repulse. The side push is being slowed down. Shubo, he's still in the smoke. He's even connected to the server. He's not moving an inch. His thing has disappeared. I think he's facing some issues. Super does find the frag on the Shafin. Hermione and Tap out get those trades. But I feel like it's going to be a 2 versus 3 scenario because Shubo's not moving. Shubo will be taken out eventually by Kayum. Renegade can push through the Molly as Kayum will get another frag onto him. The Reina Empress will be wasted. And now I think he is spotted. Yeah, even the orbital strike coming in to push him back. He's going to be taking some damage from that. Will heal himself, but I don't think there's much he can do for him because Hermione is pushing him in. Wall lines don't connect, but good. Patiently holding. Goes for a revive. Ballsy move on to Renegade. Will be taken out. Just find one, but the double P comes in. Hermione triple kill. This man is unstoppable, and as we are ending
Switching
this half,
sides.
8 for the scoreline, and is Shubo in the server? Is my question.
Yeah, he's probably having a little bit of a technical difficulty. That's a little bit of a sad story as well here, Keito, because I feel as if Shubo was there, things would have been a lot more different. They needed that operator to go in for a repeat with Super as soon as he jumped out of heaven, because I think that he was expecting Shubo to hold down on his right side. And Super, he didn't really know, should he check left, should he check right? He fell into a dilemma and he got caught out by tap out when he was trying to figure out what he needed to do there. No harm, no foul, though, aiming for on the support cards. It's not really a bad thing when you do consider that Haven is a very attacker-sided map. So when it is attacker-sided, you can easily go in for these engagements depending on what you really do. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, let's really see what we can expect coming on down through from the side of one of these streamers, because their backs are against the wall now. If they don't win out on this pistol round, it's going to be double digits on the board for the side of Abra. And you do not want to give this team any form of momentum, because as soon as they have momentum, they're going to take it away and they're going to turn it into multiple other rounds that you're not really going to be able to recover from. And one of the biggest problems I would say from the side of one of these streamers is that they take a really long time to try and figure out what they need to do to try and counteract their opponents. But when they have figured it out, they're going to be able to pounce on it and hold on to it to go in for proper wins moving on down the line. But the biggest thing is that, will this be a massive upset? Because consider something, this is the best map of the side of Abracadabra. So if they don't take this, and if this is a 2-0 set, I think that we found the biggest upset of this entire tournament already here.
I definitely like this little lineup that the side of the Abracadabras have. We have, obviously, I said Hermione, Kayum, Shafin as well. He's fragging out. But I gotta say, I didn't expect this to actually, the rounds that they lost, I feel like maybe considering the retakes of the wannabe streamers wasn't that good. They weren't able to exploit that properly. They tried to play the post plan, which is good, but maybe they could have stayed inside the site for some of those scenarios. Obviously, they have some aggressive fraggers. Regardless, things will be looking good for them right now as they are in the lead. The side of wannabe streamers have to step up as they're moving into the attacking phase. This is where I think the side of Shubo and Renegade should pop off, because we all know how aggressive Shubo is, and even without the operator, which I feel like maybe in Haven the operator on attack could be a decent option, but it's very situational in some of these sites. Like you can hold on from C long, you can hold on from the B window if you plant in the B side. Not really super effective on the A in certain scenarios, but regardless, they are pretty decent on the rifles, and especially with the Reina. I mean, look at the KD of Senju. He isn't fragging as well, but this is where he needs to step up. So I feel like this is going to be a lot of pressure on their shoulders. Regardless, I think the technical issues are still on the side of the wannabe streamers. I'm not sure on which side actually, but regardless, we're going to be going in for a short break. And till then, ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. Follow Range on all the socials. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel because we have a lot planned from Range in the future. Because I mean, this tournament is just the beginning. Let's be honest, aggressive. This is just the beginning. It's gonna be revolutionary for the esports scene in Bangladesh, hopefully, if all things goes according to plan. So make sure to check out on all socials so you stay up to date and check out the YouTube channel. Subscribe for esports content. We'll be right back from the short break. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the semifinals, the second semifinals between Abracadabras and Wannabe Streamers, the second map of the second semifinals, and the second half of the second map of the second semifinals.
Okay, a lot of seconds, man. We get it.
Yeah, we also have Aggressive, the second best caster of Bangladesh.
Oh my god, we are not going that far.
We will,
Here.
don't worry. But regardless, we are going into the 22nd round. The 22nd round, 1 minute 22 seconds. Regardless, I'm just going overboard with this. Regardless, we're gonna be seeing
Yes.
the sides being
This is
switched.
why
It's
you're the
gonna be
Twitch
Wannabe.
lord.
Oh, shut up. Wannabe streamers. Wannabe streamers on the attack right now. Defense is being done by Abracadabras, and Wannabe streamers opting to go with this A side maybe, but the spike is all the way in C. Killjoy utilities ever present by Kaiyum, who is in garage. I think he's in range of the turret. He should be. So even if Kirhood wishes to go for a sneaky C push, will be detected. But Moxie meantime is going to be pushing down B. This is a really messy strategy. The Psyche is nowhere near A. There is a B flank ready as Moxie willing to step in. Let's find the first flag on the second. Or race t-shirt. And the A side entry is being done. There are still players trying to hold on to this side. Through the blind.
30 seconds left.
Repo's doing a lot of damage, but taken out. Tap out destroying the trade onto Renegade. 3 versus 4 scenario. And the spike still not inside. Will finally be there. Going for the plan. Chalk guard lineups are mining. Not gonna happen, at least not for now, as they're going into post plan. Wall coming in as well. Shubo on top. Might catch a player off guard.
Yeah, now she was just gonna be chilling, probably going in to kill, tap
I
out.
jinxed
You
it.
just don't
I
do
jinxed
it.
it.
You just don't make a play like this against this man. Plus, that is a really bad angle because in that angle you can see, like, your opposition can see your feet before you can actually see them. So that's a really horrible angle to play in. It's gonna be super with one kill, and it's gonna be Kirhood with a double right click straight to the forehead of tap out to take him out and send him back home. He tapped him out, and he's gonna tap himself back in. 5-8 on the scorecard, ladies and gentlemen. That's gonna be another round on the board for the side of Team Wannabe Streamers. And I feel as though after the pause, they're going to be able to settle down, break the mojo, and break the momentum coming on down through from the side of Team Abracadabra, and now perform to the best of their abilities. And, you know, Kirita, I always talk about this. Sometimes having this one pause can break your opponent's momentum and give you the edge that you need to bring yourself back.
Momentum is a big factor in a lot of these teams, and to be able to manually take that momentum and just break it in half, pause, it's an effective strategy. It's a thing a lot of pro players do, manually destroy the momentum, but Shafil will destroy Super or Racy, pick up the Spectre as well, but the push onto the A side is not stopped. There are a lot of players in the sewer region, Hermione as well. They are going to be surrounding them from all sides because it's a 4 versus 5 scenario. But still, the Spectres are in play. They did win the first round. As another second here. Second map, second half, second round.
My god, stop.
We're doing it regardless. Low HP on a lot of defenders. Only the Reina. Senju, he is going to be low on HP. Can he himself Moxie find one shot? The trades are coming in left, right, and center. 2 versus 2 as Senju gets one more. Tap out. Kirud nailing the coffin on Hermione. All onto Kaiyum with a killjoy, but Senju shuts him down. Gets the second round on board for his team, and it's going to be a 6-8 scoreline. One shy of the scoreline we all love to see. Come on, Hermione, step up your game.
The magic number.
Yeah, the magic number. I mean, it's very much possible because they have the buy rounds now. Bonus round possibly for the side of Wannabe Streamers. They are going to be sticking with the Spectres. Some of them even might actually, they're going to go back to their pistols. But it's going to be super though. He's going to hear that and be like, no, Phantom Gangs in the chat. And still, advantage is a bit leaning towards the side of the Abracadabra.
Phantom is always that weapon you really do pick up on the map of Haven. It's really strong, it's really potent, easy to control, and you can spam through smokes. And in Haven, spamming through smokes is very much important. It's one of the key points of every single strategy. But at the same time, this bonus round could just be a make it or break it round for a lot of these teams here. And now, I don't really know how I feel about this. It is going to be Kayam holding on down from the back end of the side. Has a Phantom in his hand, and the weaponry from the side of the attackers, from the side of the defenders, sorry, compared to the attackers, it's pretty much night and day. They didn't really invest heavily when it came down to their own bonus round, on their own, anti-eco round. The fact that they have a Marshal and a couple of Spectres, only this engagement, and sorry, not even a couple of Spectres, they only have 2 Spectres and a Ghost in their hands, which who won a Marshal.
I mean, they can try and coordinate some of these frags. You know, Phantom and Spectres can do some damage, can finish it off, maybe vice versa as well. She was tagging one player. The Phantom and the Spectre finishing it off, but
Difficult.
that demands a lot more coordination. It's gonna be a lot more difficult, other than just
30
taking the
seconds
frag
left.
yourself. But Repulse with a jump peek will spot against their counterpart. Then again, as he's trying to push into it, even as long they have to go for this A side though, but they are defenders who are trying to hold on to this Repulse.
Spike
Going
down A.
into A main, will be spotted from behind. About getting one more, but the trades are there. It's a really
Last
big
player
massacre in
standing.
this
Seconds
inside,
left.
and in the meantime, it's all down to Racy. He is on the flank, but I mean, this round has pretty much gone very much wrong for their side. The only Phantom is trying to save itself, picking up a skin on the way, but you know, I feel
10%
like
extra
this
headshot.
this is a win for us. 'Cause, yeah, it's right on the top there. First of, yeah, what a beautiful number. God.
My God, like, when is this guy ever gonna go off? Is gonna be the real question. But at the same time, but at the same time, Kirito, I'll just go along with you. I'm gonna be like 69. Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
moving on down the line. Let's just talk a little bit more about what happened in the last round and why exactly the side Team Wannabe Streamers lost. And I think you know why exactly as well. They stagnated way too long. They stagnated way too long. They didn't really have a solid plan of what they really wanted to do, and they paid the price for it. But now this time around, it feels as though they do have a plan. They have the buys, they have pretty much everything, but they're not clearing their corners.
Distracted in Ace there, but he doesn't know what he's looking at. The trades are gonna left, right, and center.
Last
Q
player
gets the final
standing.
trade, but Super
exactly.
is gonna be making the cycle. Ultimate coming in, revive as well, and in a matter of seconds, from a game of chess, left, right, and center.
Oh no!
Super! Help me! Spots the head, but Repulse will get the frag. He's one away from the Empress. But still, I'm not sure if it's gonna come in handy in a 1v2 scenario. I mean, gets that frag, gets the Empress. With 1v1, you really want to use that there. I'm pretty sure you'd rather not. Regardless, still winnable if he gets these frags. But I'm pretty sure the side of Wannabe Streamers will be taking this double
enemy
frag. But
remaining.
no, they're gonna be a little bit greedy. What's gonna happen here?
I don't like this.
Give it though.
Oh, Repulse!
It happened. It happened.
Like,
It's gonna be 6-10.
Sometimes, Kirito, like, when you're a caster, you just let the players do the talking with their plays, and you just stay quiet. This was one of those situations. You don't really need to hype up the play. Tension is already there, and if you just talk over it, it doesn't build up as much. You can feel the tension. You just add a little bit of commentary. You just sprinkle in the salt and Repulse. He's gonna be the one to serve the play forward. Beautiful play coming on down from this man. Peek and left, peek and right. In a 1 versus 3 situation where he had no business winning out the round, he was able to pull off something absolutely beautiful, and this is gonna be going on his highlight reel for sure. So make sure to check out on our Instagram, Twitter, and all the other socials to get notified when we do post that, ladies and gentlemen. All the links down below in the description. Then moving on down onto this round here, Kirito. After that last round, I believe that the entirety of the side of Wannabe Streamers, yeah, they're gonna be on guard because Repulse, he's ready and he's looking for one.
They're not on guard enough. As you see, Hermione double kill. Repulse just find the initial one, giving a couple of ultimates in their team's favor. It's gonna be the Hunters free activated for him. Repulse will be spotting Moxie cross to Sewers. Information relayed. And it's gonna be Hermione holding the angle. He's gonna actually push Moxie back with that drone, spawning her out. And there we go, the wall hack's activated. Right now, I think
One enemy
is predicting
remaining.
this pre-fire, and he will get that tap out, taking out Kirhood as well. And a clean round coming in. 6-11 is the scoreline. And yeah, I mean, that last round, Repulse's clutch definitely helped them out momentum-wise, economy-wise, everything. Definitely boosted the team overall and allowed for a flawless round. And making the 6-11 one away from match point. So we're very much in the territory of the side of Abracadabra, taking it home.
Placing sensor.
Yeah, at this stage, it's just a couple of more rounds for the side of Abracadabra to take it all away. And the fact is that after losing out on a round that in such, I would say in such a demoralizing fashion, yeah, that's gonna hurt quite a lot more. But at the same time, it is going to be Hermione holding it down, his favorite angle from the angle of Garage. But the thing is, he doesn't have an Odin here, Kirito. I honestly thought he was going to buy an Odin. Doesn't even matter that he has a battle. He has money for it. Would have just gone for it if he wanted to. But, oh no, that's smoke.
Deploying drone.
I think that the people in Hell do not like that Omen smoke.
I mean, I don't know if I'm, experienced enough to go for a comment here, but what I will say,
Hey, you
okay,
smoke like this all the time, so I'm used to it.
I mean, I guess you're right there, but one tap coming in, tap out, just get the trade on to Shuvo. And it's going to be a forward step scenario. Ultimates available for the side of Abracadabras to play the postman, which they very well do. I mean, not the postman, they can deny the postman. It is huge. He gets one, tags 3 people, I'm pretty sure. No, actually,
No, that's only one.
he tags only one, yeah, and he's unable to land the other 2 shots as well. So that was a big danger situation that they somehow avoided. We do see the lockdown coming in from the defender. Skyum will push out these players. Still very much advantage in their favor because it's going to be a 4 versus 3 scenario. It's going to be difficult retake. Regardless, they are going to be playing off the utility hopefully, but 3 versus 3 as Skyum gets back on to Renegade.
Standing ahead.
Big recon SQ who pushes out of the smoke. What? They don't call him. Hermione gets one, but
One enemy
first
remaining.
trade. Q
Last
finds one
player
more,
standing.
and it's
Are you
all on
serious?
him. Shafin gets Moxie. He goes unnoticed. He's into the smoke, and the spams connect.
Aw,
Oh,
at
those
least they
small
tried.
inches, those pixels. I mean, even Omen smokes, Jet smokes, Brimstone. None can survive those few pixels that give away your position.
Yeah,
Match
this was
point.
actually a beautiful play coming on down to from the side of Team Abracadabra,
Gun
but
here.
it's questionable. I don't know what Wannabe Streamers is actually trying to do. Yes, they're trying to go in for fake plays on towards that C side and then making a massive rotation play down towards that A side instead. But when they are making those plays, they're not being decisive. As soon as they get their plant down, it feels as though they're not really sure of what kind of post-man positionings they really do want to hold. Sometimes they're going left, sometimes they're playing under heaven, one person is playing graffiti, and when he's playing graffiti, there's another person wanting to play graffiti as well. And then you have that dynamic, one person playing on the left side of graffiti, on the other on the right, and there's a solo on the enemy team who can instantly just take you out if you're trying to hold graffiti. So the positioning when it came down to those post-man positions were just not as present, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't really know, but at the same time, I kind of understand. I feel like the pressure of a lot of these rounds and then losing out on one of those crucial rounds as well because of an incredible play from the side of Repulse has kind of affected the mental of the side of Wannabe Streamers, and I'm really hoping that they're going to be able to bounce back from that because it is a 6-12, yeah, but at the same time, I believe that they can bounce back from that. What are your thoughts on that, Kirito? Are we going to be seeing a comeback? Yes or
mean,
no?
I gotta say, it's very unlikely. I'm not gonna say yes or no. No, I am that person, but I'm gonna say it's really unlikely it's gonna happen because I mean their momentum has been through a lot. They are giving away a lot of these rounds that they should have won in the first place. They shouldn't have lost those players. They should have been in a better state. But with those, I mean, feel like they're just worn out. They've already played a couple matches. Their mental has taken a big hit for these 2 matches. So I feel like maybe they should give it their all. They are only one round off. So just give it your all. Try and get as many rounds as you can. But if you lose it, there's still that one more match. They still have that one more map to come back in. And because they've done it first, they did it in the map of Bind, so they can try and do it again, hopefully. But it's just not going to be in this map of Haven because side of the Abracadabras have thought of this map really well. They had a good strategy on the attacking. They have good retakes. They have good side defense on their second half as well. It's just going to be really hard to fight against that. But regardless, I don't just see it happening in this map. It's going to be really difficult if they do, and it's going to be a miracle regardless. But yeah, we see, I think there has been some technical issues, but I think they have been resolved. I'm not sure. Is Repulse back on the server?
Yeah, I think that he's still having a couple of technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he's back just yet. He's having a couple of Vietnam flashbacks back near down from the side of Spawn, but we're going to be fixing that up real soon. We're going to be heading on down over onto a short break, and we'll be back with you real shortly with the range duels and the final round of this one.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. The matchup between Abracadabra and Wannabe streamers
Get out of my
continuing,
way.
and this is possibly gonna be the last round because 12-6, big round difference and big difference in economy. Not for now. This is the buy round for side of the Wannabe streamers, but still, this is gonna be a really difficult momentum is definitely riding. But oh, I'm gonna be proven wrong. As Shubo gets a Blaze Storm frag onto Hermione super with onto Kaiju. Okay, Shubo inside. Finds the upper, finds the spot as well. Then again with the final frag, and okay. Yeah, likely. Look, it's very much likely, Chris. I changed my statement. It's very.
It's a very likely.
I mean, it's still difficult, but the possibilities have increased. As I said, momentum, big factor, and with that performance, momentum will definitely get a bit of a boost. Economy as well, but let's see.
Yeah, this is the thing that you really do consider.
Needed thanks.
Sometimes when Shuvo just pops off, he pops the hell off. Ladies and gentlemen, that's one of the situations that you really do need to be trying to keep an eye on, but at the same time, Moxie maybe biting off a bit more than she can chew there. Shopping could have just taken her head off completely because that peak was not that potent. And yeah, she's just gonna pay the price for it. And for the back end, it's gonna be Kayam trying to go in for a survival play, but she was just a little bit too quick. It's gonna be able to take him out as he was trying to go in for that wide swing. Not gonna be able to find it out just yet. And with that, that's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. But this 1-for-1 trade, it's not really a good trade here. You lost your smoke, and you haven't even entered into a side. And look who's on the other end. It's Repulse, just chilling. And he's like, oh, hello there! And I don't think they wanted to go to a party. They were like, nah, I really don't want to. I don't like the guacamole that you're trying to serve.
You will not
Yeah,
kill
the
my
guacamole
ally.
was not tasty, and Senji's gonna be dying at the base of the guacamole, but he will be revived. Don't worry, he's back, and it's still gonna be a 4 vs 5 scenario. Blade Storms are available though for the side of Shafin, so he can make a bit of a difference in the gameplay, just like she would in the last round. So with a man advantage, they're going back to the C side. I'm pretty sure Shafin is
30
gonna be
seconds
all
left.
those activities, all those utilities coming in. But he is going to be trying to play the postman. No, he's actually going to go down to the
Spike
garage,
planted.
destroying that trap, revealing his position. It will be walled off. So they have a decent post plan set up. They are going to be going to that C-down to try and play off their utilities, but I think they are going to be keeping an eye on the flank as well. So it's going to be a difficult round to take indeed, as we see smokes coming in from tap out. Preparing for the retake. No initial practice yet. Hermione with the reset will be destroyed immediately, but Shami with the first back onto Senju with the trade. He's on ready. He's going to do Kirhood will take it from him. Tap out with his own trade. He's going to pick up a bad 10 bullets only, but Kirhood shutting him down before he can pull the trigger. 8-12 is 4 line and only 4 away from equalization, 4 away from match point. And they do it.
Yeah, at this point, I don't really know. I think they can do it, but at the same time, I believe that it's going to be difficult. Now, in this round in particular as well. Because, yeah, it is going to be an eco round, but at the same time, I believe that this eco round could just go horribly wrong. You know that when you have that gut feeling, and I really hope that that gut feeling is actually wrong, because at this point, this could be one of the biggest comebacks that we have seen. It is going to be from a 6-12, trying to go in for a possible clutch. But at the same time, I think that that gut feeling is not going to be that wrong. But Kayam's going to be good for 1 kill, and with that, he's going to be able to shut down 1. But at the same time, Tapot's not going to be able to get his own initial kill. Kayam's not going to be able to get his second one. She was going to be good for 1. She was going to be good for 2. Does a complete 180 and slaps Repulse in the face with a bullet. Moxie's going to be able to take down Shopping. And 1 by 1, yeah, now it's just cleanup duty.
Okay!
Okay, everybody! Take a chill pill, man! Get out of here! Kick this man out of the server! He doesn't deserve to be here. And someone check his computer at the same
He's done
time.
that way too many times. I've casted this match. I mean, casted them in a match where this man is playing way too many times. He's done that almost in every match. He's had that one moment, or maybe more than one moment. He just hits that shot through the smoke. Oh, dashing in. We'll bring him inside if he finish it up. But still, Hermione. What? What was that?
And maybe we need to take someone over to his house and maybe check his computer just a tiny little bit. But at the same time, hey, if we check his computer, we're not going to be finding a lot of things other than something called aim.exe, and it's absolutely empty. And okay, no, probably it's not gonna be even empty. It's not even gonna be empty. It's literally gonna be full of it's literally gonna be full of words of how to do aim training, how he actually
what
got good.
Hermione should do? We have those anti-cheat mosses and everything. We should just
Yeah.
make a folder called wall hacks, keep it completely empty, and it'll just be discovered by the moss, and they'll be like, "Oh, wait a minute, we got him." And it'll be empty. They're gonna be, "Yeah, joke's on you, it's all skill."
Yes. All of the hard work really does pay off, and Hermione with his own game sense is gonna be able to get that kill down onto his opposition. And at the same time, like it was flashy, but it really didn't get a lot done, to say the very least.
Yeah, definitely. But I think the smoker from the side of the one of these streamers, Moxie, I think she's disconnected. I did see the little name. Yeah, I can't go to her. I think she's not in the server. So it is essentially a 4 versus 5. At least for this round, the wannabe streamers are playing, and time's ticking away. 10 o'clock. They have not made any progress on any side, not have taken out their skillshare utility, and they have not gotten in either. Yeah, time's ticking away. They need to hurry it up. We still see Shafin with an operator holding down the sewers. I'm not sure if this is going to be the best idea if they are going to be unaware of this, because so far it's been on the down low that the operator is in play,
30
but they
seconds
are
left.
again gravitating towards the seaside. It is a bit empty, but Repulse, though, he has been clutching out, and he is in a really good position. Now coming to join him is going to be Caillou, as the jet smokes are going to come in. Damage done to Hugo. Spree coming in, absolute pandemonium is happening at the seaside. Hugo gets one, another one, super dust timing as well. Hermione
Spike
with a frag
down,
with a
C.
spree, but in the meantime, it's going to be a 2
I
versus
know
2 scenario.
exactly
Keep in mind.
Oh, short
He doesn't have time. Does he have time?
Barely.
Spike planted.
Barely has time, but it's still
One
it's,
enemy
1 versus
remaining.
2. Hermione finishes him off. Moxie not in the server, and I'm not sure if they know. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, Moxie is just connected. They can just go for the defuse, and I guess it's GG's in the chat for this match, as we see the side of Abracadabra's taking their win.
Wait, was Jet like throwing out a club burst and using the spike? Hello, Rito? Hello, Rito, are you there?
Oh my god, man. What is this? What is this matchup? Regardless, it's going to be going in favor of Abracadabras. And third map, it is. And I mean, what a change of pace it's been. The first map, it was very much in favor of wannabe streamers, but now see definitely a big significant change in their gameplay. Abracadabras, they are playing a lot more efficiently on both halves. They had good strats plan, they had good agent selections, and each one of their players contributed really well to the whole round. So I gotta say, they're looking good. The momentum's in their favor. Still, wannabe streamers, they're not out of this. They have won one map. They are gonna be losing to that same score line on Haven, but still they had some good performances in. They just need to improve. I think depend less on solo plays and be a little bit more consistent. It's maybe a lot to ask in just one map, but that is, I think, a factor that they need to work on.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. They just played it a little bit too slow. They second guessed themselves way too much, and they needed to be a lot more decisive. The thing about Haven is that you're not really decisive with your plays. You're not really going to be able to get proper control of the map. And the fact that the side of Abracadabra, they had so much more control, they had so much more confidence, and their decisive nature got them the entire map under their control. And hey, when you have a player like Hermione on that Sova, it's really difficult to try and circumvent his plays with his 100 Spheres, with his shock darts. And man, right at the end of the round, like end of the last round, what was that shock dart? He didn't even need to line that up. He just threw it and it just hit Shuvo in the face. Like, that level of proficiency with the Sova, it's really hard to counteract, especially on the map of Haven where lineups are so prominent. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, this was just map number 2. Map number 1 was an intense match. Map number 2 was an intense match. And I have a gut feeling that map number 3 is also going to be an intense match. But at the same time, my gut feelings could be wrong, and it could be a stomp or it could not be. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, that's why you're here watching this stream as of right now. But for now, we're going to be heading on down over onto short break, and we'll be back to the real shortly with the range duels. Grab your popcorn and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and also follow our socials in the meantime. We'll catch you in just a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the range. Duels. We're back with the second semifinals of the tournament. It's between Abracadabras and Wannabe streamers going into the third map. One one's a scoreline, and it's gonna be intense. It's gonna be spicy, but it's actually, I mean, it's gonna be quite cold as well because we're moving into Icebox, the third map of the tournament. And I'm Kirito. Joining me is gonna be the old friend, the old buddy, Notorious, and we're gonna be taking you through this matchup. Notorious, how are you feeling?
Well, I've been here for the first match. I've seen some good plays, and it was quite close, though both teams did not get to reach the double digits together. It was just one team. But this time, I'm not sure what to expect because I haven't been there for the second map. But seeing that we are here on the third map means things were pretty interesting and meaning that the other team took the win. So this is going to be the decider.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be an interesting match indeed, considering that first map was very much in favor of wannabe streamers, but regardless, Abracadabras were able to push back in Haven, and there was a great performance from them indeed because we saw really consistent side takes, we saw really consistent side retakes. They had really good strategies going for the sides and aggressive gameplay as well. I mean, overall, really well-rounded team, but the same thing was sort of lacking from wannabe streamers, especially in defense. They didn't have the proper retake strategies. In attack, they were very slow. They're eating them a lot of time. As my friend Aggressive in the last match said, that that will bite them in the end, and that very much did. In the meantime, they had no time to go into the side. They didn't have a proper plan, and they definitely suffered for it. So they definitely threw a lot of rounds. For that, momentum was definitely on the down low. But they are here on the third map, and it's still very much equal. They're still the possibility for them to go to the grand finals by winning this. But one thing I'm definitely sure of is that it's going to be a really close one.
Well, we both hope to see good matches, and obviously, you guys here watching the match also want to see interesting things to play out. But we're still waiting for the match to start because I think one of the players has not joined the lobby quite yet. But we will join you shortly once the match starts. But let's talk about this map, Icebox, for a while. Okay, Kirito?
Yeah, definitely. Icebox being, I mean, didn't have the best introduction. Alan, definitely. A lot of people didn't feel great about this map, but after the recent changes, I definitely got to say it's definitely looking to be a lot more better, a lot more proficient map. It is still favoring, in certain scenarios, I got to say the attackers. In certain scenarios, I guess the defenders, but for like I gotta say the attackers do have a lot easier time pushing into some of these sides because of all the angles. But definitely on the retakes, defenders are going to be struggling quite a bit, especially on the B side. It's really difficult if you don't have maybe a smoke or especially a sage wall to cover things up for the spike diffusal, or you just get shot in the open. Regardless, a lot of vertical play is also important because there's so many angles you can catch some of these players off guard. So agents like I always say this before the start of an icebox map. Yeah, agents like Jet, Raze, Omen definitely show a lot of proficiency in this matchup. Especially even I'm gonna say Yoru, probably the least picked agent in the whole Valorant roster in professional tournament, has potential in this. You can just go in after a flash TP in the old strategy that the Euro mains discovered as soon as the Euro agent came out. It's still viable in this in certain scenarios and can catch players off guard. So yeah, that's definitely something I to look forward to. Maybe a Euro play. I don't know. Let's see.
Well, one agent I see being played well in this map is Viper, and
Yep.
she is not one of the controllers who's up there like Brimstone, Omen, and Astra. But on this map, I think Viper is a good pick, especially that wall. That wall, it gives you the ability to push out a lot of angles at once because this is one of those maps with too many open angles to engage in. Am I right? So I think Viper is a good pick here.
Yeah, definitely, because this is the wall really effective, and the fact that the Viper ultimate is also useful in both post plant and defense, something the teams definitely should try and utilize. I do expect to see some players going for the Viper and maybe the Sova as well, really useful. Either the Sentinels, especially I think the Killjoy is really valuable. But one thing I definitely want to see is definitely going to see a Sage pick on either side. I mean, I'm feeling like there should be one, but the defense Sage is gonna be in a dilemma because one thing, as I said, you want to save that wall up for after the plant, right? You can also use it to block off entry late into the site. So when they're like 20 seconds left on the clock, they have this huge wall in front of them that they have to break through and eat up a lot of time. In the meantime, they're gonna have to reload their guns after that, after all that damage, and they can take the defenders can take them out. But a lot of what some of the Sage players actually do is wall off that tunnel region, so that no players can actually lurk into mid from kitchen and catch some rotations off guard, because that is a good strategy. So a lot of players aren't ready for that on defense. So yeah, that's gonna be quite a gamble because you can't be too spread out right in this map. But regardless, the agent selections are in, and I think it's almost identical.
I mean, it is exactly identical.
It is exactly identical. So yeah, if you were looking for the best agent selection, agent lineup meta in Icebox, yep, these two teams agree.
Well, and I must say I called it the Viper picks are here, and that too from both sides.
Yeah, definitely Viper is really viable in this map. I mean, basically all the agents you see are definitely useful in this scenario. I feel like I want to see what the race can do. I mean, a lot of teams aren't going for that, but I definitely, hopefully in the future, somebody will show me the potential that a race can provide here. Regardless, we're moving into the match. I still see some technical issues, I think, but this game is paused. But again, before we go in, it is the third and final map. Winner of this will be going to the grand finals of the Raise Duels, and I'm not sure who the other finalists are.
I think it's Team Mock.
Yeah, it is Team Mock. I just remembered. After that intense matchup, I mean, it was a 2-0 scoreline, I'm pretty sure, but it was quite intense inside the match. So Team Mock taking that up, going to the grand finals. Winner will be taking on Team Mock, so they're gonna have a tall task ahead regardless, but they have to get through this first. So winner, whoever is gonna be going to the grand finals, good luck. Definitely need it. But the pause has been unpaused. So going into the matchup, beginning in 30 seconds. Notorious predictions. Who's gonna take it home?
I mean, I don't know. It could go either ways, and this is just the pistol round, and I don't think I should be rooting for anyone or even saying that this team is going to take this round. I'll just, be open to whatever happens. So
I
yeah.
mean, we do predict, but we never, fixate on the result. We're like, okay, we can just give our opinions, but we can never predict the result. Regardless, what we can predict is this is probably going to be a B hit from the attackers, that is Abracadabra. Kiro trying to hold this off with the Viper. We usually see him with the Sage pick. Bam! He's going to dash and get the headshot onto him. Will be tagged into HP though, but still has a Sage that can provide a heal for him. Right now, caught off guard are the Wannabe streamers. The side take is slowing down. Sage with the wall will try to go for the bomb plan, but on top, Super trying to get some frag, but he will be tagged down to fall back. Progress coming in, not doing much damage, and the post-plan scenario. Oh, Super from range trying to make that sheriff work, but it's gonna be tap out with the frag onto him. 2 versus 5, not looking likely for the side of the Wannabe streamers.
Well, this is a post-plan situation now, and 2v, now down to a 1v5 situation. This is going to be very, very hard for Racy. Well, let's just say impossible, but he does take 1 kill onto Shafin, and they are coming in for the knives. Are they going to do it? Maybe not yet. Oh, it's Racy who gets the knife kill. Oh my god, it has been flipped. The knife has been flipped. Oh my god, but he does not have time. Though he was able to take all the kills, he could not get the round for him. Well, this was entertaining, and this being a streamer's battle, the content creator's battle, this was good content.
Yeah, content is delivered, and I don't know about the people, but I definitely enjoyed that. It was chaotic, but it was fun, so that's the main point. Regardless, first round going in favor of Abracadabras. They're gonna have advantage to go for the Spectres. We do see Hermione with a Bulldog. It's very common for him. He plays that on the bonus rounds every time. But it is going to be an eco for the defenders. Wannabe streamers are going to be on the back foot this time again. A B push coming in as the players are being held back. Hermione with the outdoor will spot out Kirhood. He's trying to run away, but the push is coming. The cavalry is here. and they will have to fall back, try and play the post on the stage wall. Oh, Shuffin gets a frag on to Racy, or better known as Super. What should I say Super? Better known as Racy, as its real IPN is Racy. But the wall is there, the plant is gonna come down, jump into the smoke, or the Viper wall is going to tap out. Oh, Shuffin trying to get a shot onto the tip, run into his teammate. Hermione doesn't get a frag on Super. Or make that a okay. It is 3 versus 4. Trees are gonna come in, and well, it looks like it's all on the Moxie. I don't know how that ended up there. Hermione will finish it off with a Silver Diff, but yeah, that was really heavy.
Well, they did not have the weapons to work with, so I don't really blame them honestly, but this time they do. So let's see how they can take these attackers here. But let me remind you, these attackers are playing the bonus weapons, the Spectres, and just Hermione with that Bulldog. So let's see if this round goes the other direction or not. And also, mind you, the attackers now are trying to push onto A side, as it seems, while 2 defenders are here trying to hold the side. And Shuva already takes a kill onto Shafin. And the attackers are pushing in. Shuva takes another kill and a third onto Repulse. He is on a roll. He knows where a player is due to the sound cue, but does he know the position of the other? And he does not, and does not have ammo to work with, and gets killed out. And now down to a 3v1 situation. It's just easy tap out left. It's going to be difficult for him, and as Super is going to be pushing in from the flank, he is going to meet him. And well, we're just waiting for things to escalate, as easy tap out is not in a good position to take a fight. And the defenders aren't pushing in yet. It's just Racy trying to push from the back. He does get spotted out, tap out, with that Sova recon. Well, he does not have much to do. He missed one player, and Racy was able to take him out. And 1 round goes for the defenders.
One round being the first round for the Wannabe streamers. It was their buy round, but I gotta say, it was a little bit risky. They did come out with a 3-man difference on the, after the round ended, but still, it was really close in some of the scenarios. And Shuvo does still get some frags, but he got traded out quite early. Regardless, we're gonna go into our first gun round of the matchup. Everyone except Shafin on the half armor, but everybody has those ARs to work with, so it's gonna be an intense matchup. But look at the map lineup over here. They are pushing towards this B side, but we do have 4 players holding on to that mid. I think the farthest being Racy, who's now in Snowman. But the push didn't be very much made known. As Shugo in yellow, he's gonna be blinded, he's gonna be spotted. The wall does come up to provide some cover for him. He's gonna have to use his dash to run away, gets a heal immediately. And this B bomb plant is looking very viable. The safe wall, not completely according to plan, from the side of tap out, but you'll get it done, and the post run begins. Still, all utilities available to both sides, all players available, even a Hunter Spree for Hermione. He's definitely going to be opting to use that to ensure the spike explosion occurs. From the subtle container, can he get a pick off? That's very important. The recon does come in, spotting out 3 players in the container, as we see the jab coming in. Shock darts are going to come from Hermione. Shuvo gets the first back on Duels after being attacked by 3 players. Racing with the follow-up, a second one as well. Can he get more? It's just Hermione with the first trade, another one. They're all getting these multi-frags. Super ends the spree, and he's gonna get a 4K at the end of the bloodbath of a round. I mean, that went to the very wire, but it's gonna be Super or Racy and Moxie coming out on top with the 2-2 score line. They're gonna equalize, and they're gonna have the momentum in their favor, pushing the side of Abracadabras for an eco, and they very well might get the lead because of the weapons difference in this round. Notorious.
Well, thus far, the round that I've just witnessed, it was the craziest round, but that too being the 4th round, that's not much. So I think this match is going to be more interested than I anticipated, because, you know, just being the 4th round and it being so crazy, I think things are going to be even more crazy as we move on to the next rounds. And seems like we will be waiting on a pause timer right now. Maybe one of the players are facing issues, but anyways, as we move on to the match, looking at the economy, the attacking team will not be doing well, and they are going to be picking out the eco weapons, Hermione and Kaiyum picking up that Marshall, while Repulse and Tap Out picking up the Sheriff and Shafin playing that Frenzy.
I'm gonna say it again. I've said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Two Marshals make an operator, and Kaiyum and Hermione, they definitely have. I mean, all the players from Abracadabra, they have good coordination. Maybe they can get a frag with that. Maybe Hermione gets the first shot, Kaiyum with the follow up, vice versa. Even from Tap Out and Repulse. I mean, Repulse yet to get his first frag in this matchup. So does Kaywood, but Repulse though with the Sheriff. Maybe two shots onto one player with the Sheriff. Maybe third one. Either of them take that. They can get some frags together if they work together. It's gonna be difficult, but if they had that communication with in the past matches that I've seen, they are able to do that. They have the potential to do that. So let's see if we are gonna see something like that there. But still, keep in mind this is an ego for them. They are going up against rifles, so it's unlikely they will be able to do that. But still, they have the opportunity to do much damage. I mean, they are on a buy round, the Wannabe streamers, but still, the economy isn't at 100%. It's still barely afloat. We still see 2,000 credits for a couple of players. The rest of them not on near that range at all. So it's barely afloat for them. So it's easily possible for the side of Abracadabra to destroy that economy by getting maybe 3 players. Even 3 players would be really useful for them. So considering that they are going to be going for a buy round after this, so the advantage will be definitely visible from their side. Regardless, I think the all go is there from all the players. The round will be beginning shortly. We're waiting. Come on, take the pause off. There it is. It's going to be on pause. 5 seconds till we begin, and there we go. The 2-2 score line will change after this. Whoever is going to be winning will be in the lead now.
Oh my god!
Tap out there with the headshot.
Get out of my way! Your duty is not
will come into play. Just gonna remember Hermione Kaiyum with the headshot on the super as well. They're making this eco work immediately. 2 versus 5 scenario not going well. Let's jump into the blade storm. Spotsky who tries to deny the bounce and he's gonna try back. Gets taken out. Regardless,
one enemy remaining.
Oh my god!
Yeah, well, double kill. Triple kill to finish it off. Shavin, where have you been all my life? I need to watch you.
Shavin, he has the blades coming out of his hands right onto their heads, and he did pop out 3 kills with his blade storm. 3 kills, right?
Yeah, triple kill.
Triple kill with the blade storm. He made that blade storm work, and the eco round did work for them as well. And this time it is going to be the other team, the defending team, team Wannabe streamers, who have to be going eco right now. And one player, Moxie, seems to be going for that Ares buy there, and the attackers once again seem to be trying to push B again, because it has been working out for them, so why not? The A push did not seem so promising, and it wasn't as successful as the others. And the Viper's wall is there. The players are trying to find players through the wall, see if they can find anyone and finishing shots, but the spike is going down. Chuvo trying to peek out a player using his blade storm, but gets picked out by Hermione, who just spotted his head and took the kill. Super there takes the kill onto Kaiyum with his Sheriff. Now a 4v4 situation, and Ultimate goes up, and alright. Gunfights are going down. Hermione being intense, and as I speak, the attackers, they take the win because, you know, they were just able to hold it down. And they did have the better weapons to work with, so I'll give them that.
A lot of those problems from Haven appearing here. And Icebox will set Wannabe streamers. Abracadabras were definitely really happy on that B side. They were just pushing in after the spike plan. They didn't give them any chance to relax. They didn't give them any time period to actually prepare for the retake. They kept hammering onto them, and there was nothing that the side of Wannabe streamers could do but respond to that. Regardless, we are gonna see the round going in their favor. The operator tagged with the Silva ultimate, the Silva Aldron, but gets the frag on the Shafin with the operator regardless. Hermione trying to spot him a second time. Will fail to do so. Kirud using some Viper mollies to slow down this B4. Hunter Spirit coming in. Yeah, it's gonna be Hermione not finding anybody. Just get a tag on Kirud, but Shu with a follow-up onto Kaiyum. Traded I tap out, taking all the operators from the game. still a 4 versus 3 scenario. And ultimate available for the Reyna Renegade. Or Senju is his in-game name suggests. Can use the Reyna Empress to multi-frag. As they're leaving this B side, the bomb plant isn't happening. He would not spot that little angle. In the meantime, Hermione pushes ahead to defend Spike Planter, and he's even gonna get a frag there. It's in the form of Super. 3 versus 3 Empress being used by Senju, going for the retake. It's gonna be difficult considering both shots are still available for Hermione. Moxie finally get drone to get information. Only spots one that may tap out. Tap out getting a frag onto Renegade. 2 versus 3. What can they do? Pushing in. Kiru doesn't get a frag. Repulse takes him out. Hermione finishes it off. And I gotta say, man, the messy retakes are happening again. They aren't really properly coordinated. They don't have a plan going in. They should have waited for that Sova recon way earlier. But it was a good start, but still, I mean, it was a buy round. It went completely to waste, in my opinion. And Shuvo even going for the operator. Does get a couple of frags, but in the end, it didn't really matter. They're forced to another eco, and if they don't get this round, pretty sure, I mean, 6-2 scoreline, the side of Uppercutters will be guaranteeing that they will have a bit, either a tie or the advantage going into the next one. But Shafin going aggressive down mid will be damaged severely by the Sova of Moxie. Will receive in the end from the Sage that is tap out Super. What's he gonna do? He's trying to go down mid. Moxie's there. I think he's trying to give a hit to Moxie. Moxie got taken down to quite a low HP as well. Push towards B is very much shielded. Going for this B push every time. Shuvo with a Marshall trying to spot a player on top of the container, but won't see anybody. The spike goes on behind the wall. Nothing they can do denied, but almost gets a headshot. But Kiru does get a frag on something created by Hermione onto Racy. As the Viper Spit comes in, okay, this is a really good potential for them to work with, play inside the Viper Spit, but the advantage is theirs. But still, post plan really difficult to win in this B side. Rico walking in, doesn't get the frag, but okay, Hermione shotgun kill onto Moxie, gets the gun kill onto Kiru as well. Triple kill for him. 2 versus 3. Shuvo with the equalizer.
One enemy
very much in enemy lines, but trying to get the frag. Senju with the trade, but Hermione with the off-angle peek takes him down and keeps around in their favor. 6 to the scoreline, and they've established that they won't go down in the second half at a disadvantage. And well, I mean, this is going to be another gun round.
Wannabe streamers, they were close, but just quite not able to make it down to a 1v1. It was close, but quite not there yet. Well, on the other hand, Abracadabra, they are on a 4-round advantage and with better economy to work with now, and also, you know, riding that momentum, they are in a good position nonetheless. Well, seems like this is being a different round as they are pushing onto A side. The, you know, if it works, it works isn't happening this time, as they were pushing onto B almost every round. And the attackers are already inside, and the plant is going. The Hunter's Fury is coming out from the defensive side. Shafin meets Senju, is able to take him out, finds Moxie too. Will he find another? No, Super takes him down to a 3v4 situation. 2 players meet. Hermione and I think that's Racy. But Chu over there takes down Tap Out down to a 2v3 situation, a retake situation for the defenders. The Viper's pit is there, and Kaiyum takes down Super. It's just Kirhood left, the Viper player. And he was able to take one down, but Hermione takes him down, so attackers take another round. 2-7 the scoreboard. Abracadabra is still on the lead.
In the lead, and the 5-round lead that they have given them so much momentum and confidence. They're just going for these gunfights without any fear. I mean, we still have some star fraggers on the opposition. Racy, Shuvo, Mox, Renegade, they are really consistent in getting frags, but it's just not happening today because I'm not seeing a lot of coordination. I'm not seeing proper planning on whatever strat they're going for. Maybe it's an aggressive push while defending, maybe it's a retake. They are not communicating and using utilities to its full potential, but okay, Blade Storm for Shuvo. Shafin spots him, but doesn't get any chance to shoot him. Meanwhile, Shuvo, I'm pretty sure he didn't spot Shafin.
The Jets are about to meet though, and
Oh, gets the blaze from right click onto Shafin, and he will pick up a gun as well. But meantime, Hermione with his left, he does get a pair of kills. Cyclone going down to the B side. Hermione with another one to Renegade. Up there from Sugar trying to deny.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, now it's just cleaning up. It's all down to see with the Sage and a Sheriff. He got spot. Wallbang, but okay, race the headshot onto Hermione. 1 versus 3 actually. There is still a revive available from Easy Tap, but oh, look at Kayum. What is he doing? He's got his knives out.
okay.
Oh, he's
Okay.
Oh, don't do it. His distraction coming in. No!
We missed
Again! What is that? He will punish him for that, but Chabot gets the work done in the end, gets the
Oh
job
my
done.
god.
And what am I witnessing? What is this match? Guys, I need an explanation. Everyone in the chat.
Oh my
what is
god.
happening? What is happening? Oh my god.
Caillou with that knife whip, my man.
Twice, Kayum.
Twice. Well,
Let him forget it.
let's keep that aside for now. Attacking team now, Harmani is picking up that operator. Well, on the other side, Shuvo is also playing the operator. Up versus up. Are we hoping that? So Shuvo does get tagged down by the Owl Drone, and the Reyna Lear is there. Still waiting for that up shot to happen. And oh my god, Harmony almost hit that, but did not connect quite yet. Shuvo, though, he does connect his shot onto Pulse. Finds
You will not
the
kill
player,
my
but
allies.
was not able to connect to him. Still a 5v5 as the Sage revive goes out, but now Kayyum is taken out, but Chafin takes a refrag onto him. A 4v4 now. The attackers are pushing in. Chafin being quite aggressive there. Super takes down Repulse down to a 3v4 situation. Chafin finds Kirhood, but was not able to make it quite. And Kirhood, playing the Viper player, he is making it difficult for them to push in, using the utilities, and also now the slow are by Sage. So I think the defenders are doing quite well in this position, as the attackers have not planted the spike yet, and we only have 30 seconds left on the clock, and the attackers must push in to make a play and make a move. And we do see a few players meet, and some do get detected by the recon dart. 2 players get taken out from each side, and now a 2v2 situation. Oh my god, I thought Moxie wasn't gonna get that, but he was then finally taken out. Now down to a 1v1. Genju versus Easy Tap Out. Senju, not Genju, my bad. Oh my god. Okay, I thought Senju was not going to hit that, but he proved me wrong over there. Oh my god, that was a good flick onto his head.
I think Tapa wanted to take a little bit time with that shot, assuming
Last round before the switch.
Again, wouldn't peek him in that angle, but he did it and landed the flick, so it's gonna be the first round for Wannabe streamers in a long while. But I gotta say, even if they win that, they are still not in the best scenario economy-wise. Look at the buys from Abracadabras, look at the buys from Wannabe streamers. Money as well. But one thing I'm seeing, I mean, we see this constant B hit coming from Abracadabras, and one of the best ways to punish that is not only having a proper Sage wall protection for the postman, but having flank setup as well. And in the 8 rounds that they've lost, I think I've not seen a flank coming once, and I feel like that could be one of the reasons they are having a lot of trouble defending that. Maybe try a flank. This time it's going to be A side though, and A side was actually defended, but Shuvo does the first frag onto Shafin Senju with his own onto Repulse. The defs come in. Jet and Ray def. Oh, Shuvo trying to get a frag onto the Sage, and his tap out misses the shot. Holding a close angle, misses, and he's gonna get traded out. Shuvo does spend a regular Kaiyum, but Hermione with another one onto Racy, but still 3 versus 2 scenario. Shuvo still has the operator. Vantage leaning to the side. The spike is still in the position of tap out. It's Hermione on top of the generator. Shuvo, but lands a clean headshot onto Kirhood. That was really impressive, making this 2 versus 2 scenario. Knows where Shuvo is sending a recon there. Not the best recon, won't spot out Shuvo, but does isolate his position. Trying to reload, but doesn't get
Spike
the
down
okay,
A.
that should not be Moxie winning that. Tap out missing his shot. Moxie, despite reloading, gets the shot. Hermione in a clutch scenario. 1 versus 2. Moxie low on HP.
One
Manages
enemy
to get the
remaining.
frag. Now knows exactly where Shubo is. The smoke will confirm his suspicion. Through the smoke spots him. Shubo and only one shot and will do that triple kill for him, keeping his team alive. 8-4 the score line. And they are still very much in this. They're
Switching
quite
sides.
behind. 4 rounds to be exact, but they're still in this to win it, go to the grand finals, and possibly take it all home. But it's gonna be difficult indeed, considering the raw defensive power that is the side of Abracadabras. They have Hermione, a Star, Sova, Shafin, who's fragging with the Jet, Kayum playing pretty decent Viper, and tap out that wall. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be using it really tactically. So I want to see some coordinated pushes. I don't want to see. I mean, solo plays are good and all, but you should be dependent on your team a little bit more. So I want to see those characteristics from Wannabe streamers if they want to win this.
Well, that was the first half of this match, and this is the final match, mind you. And now, as things switch out, let's see how the game plays out. The defending team, Abracadabra, they are leading by 4 rounds, but let's see if they can keep this lead or, not be able to keep this for long. But anyways, let's see what goes down. The attackers, once again, as seen by the other side, are pushing into B. They do get spotted out. Senju, though, is trying to go and lurk at A. Probably will be able to take a player out and call it out. I mean, I think that's what he's planning to do. I'm not sure quite yet. The defending team have mostly left the side except for Shafin, who will now be leaving, I guess, because he does hear them. I mean, here, Senju lives side, and now the plant has gone down at site B, and no gunfights yet, and all players are still at full HP. I think, my bad, one player has been tagged a bit, and it was Shugo who gets taken out by Repulse. Senju and Shafin finally meet, and it was Shafin who was able to take him out. Racy takes out Kayum and Hermione one after another, and then Repulse 3 kills. No, will he be able to? No, Moxie! Come on, why?
Why would you do that?
Oh my god, she shouldn't have done that, but damn.
Moxie's channel, I'm
Oh. F's in the chat, F's in the chat.
Indeed, F's. I mean, Racy definitely wanted that, went for the peak, but regardless, I mean, they did win the round. Everything aside, they are gonna be going for the second half with some momentum, with the Spectre buys coming in full eco for the opposition. Repulse just go for a Sheriff and Shorty for Shafin, but other than that, classics, no armor whatsoever, hardcore eco. So it's gonna be difficult against these Spectres, especially in these tight spaces that is the A side of Icebox. It's gonna be difficult to win like with pistols, unless you, of course, you land those headshots. Tap out. Huge gets one tag. Can he get another one? Will he get traded? He will. And Shuo with another one to Hermione. That is still a lot of some damage done. You can see, Shafin is positioning.
No!
Player frag onto Kehut, but Shuo with a quick trade, and Senju as well finishing it off. Some cheeky frags from the side of Abracadabras. Cheeky definitely from, I think it was tap out and Shafin, if I'm not wrong, yeah. But regardless, that is another round for the side of Wannabe streamer. 6 is the scoreline. We're 1 away from the very beautiful scoreline that I love to point out every time it happens. Reminding, just saying, you have guns, this is your buy round, so
Do it, just do it.
Just do it, you can do it. But that's gonna be a fair fight. Let's see who the best team will be winning it. But this is, I gotta say, again, significant advantage for Abracadabras.
Well, the defending team, they do have better weapons than the attacking team. They opted to go for the bonus and not spend economy in this round, and so it will be advantages for them. And Hermione does get a kill onto Shuvo, the initial kill. And the attackers on the other side are pushing onto A, and Ripples does get a kill onto Senju, which is going to be Arena diff. And now a 5v3 situation, the attackers playing around the mid area, not pushing into sites quite yet. Hermione takes another kill onto Super. now 2v5. It's going to be difficult for Moxie and Kirhood now, as the
One
side.
enemy remaining.
And as I speak, Kaiyun already takes down Moxie. It's just Kirhood left, and he does not even have a weapon to work with. And you know, he will probably just be playing it safe, or I don't know. That's what I see is happening. Shafin, oh my god. Okay. Repulse just takes out Kirhood. I think Shafin was not in a good position for that fight. He was almost taken out by Kirhood there. But, well, Kirito, your dreams
There it is.
have come true.
There
We
it
have
is.
6-9 the scoreboard.
Bask in the glory of the number. Regardless, I gotta say, Kirhood in the end almost. I mean, was it Kirhood or was it Super? I don't know.
It was Kirhood.
Oh, Kirhood there almost spots Shafin. He's like, "Where's my gun?" Pulls it out, but Repulse was there to cover for him. Almost gets defragged in the flawless, but that doesn't matter. Shubo a bit too aggressive. It's gonna go around 12 HP immediately in the start of the round. And we'll be getting a right here with the outrun point. Shafin doesn't get attacked. They don't know where he is right now. He's up jumping back onto the Raptors. This time it's Renegade on the opposition to take the fight.
Spike down A.
Shot onto Razor and jamming him with onto Shubo as well. Immediate disadvantage. 3 versus 5. Top guard will deal a lot of damage onto Moxie. Repulse with the follow-up onto Renegade, and well, we should see another flawless round coming in. The difference this time being that
one enemy remaining.
Does get one onto Shafin, traded quickly by Hermione. All onto Moxie, who is low on HP, 34 to be exact, pushing down mid, but there is the Sage of tap out. He sees the gun barrel. Oh, okay, he's gonna go for the shot. This time, no knives. They're gonna play it safe after. After the time did. You better not take any risks. Not gonna lie, but they're gonna get the 6-10 score line, and they're gonna keep their rifles in their hands. They'll only lose one player, but I gotta say, the economy isn't looking good for the Wannabe streamers, and again, it's too much coordination coming out of them. They did aggressively push that A side, but I think those lucky initial damages and frags that the Abracadabras got paid off in the end, and they played really patiently overall, getting those picks. So yeah, really
Well,
played for them.
I think the defenders were attackers the previous round. They were being aggressive. They pushed in and they just went in and took the kills there. So that's that. And now the attacking team, they have to eco as they do not have the money to work with. And they are pushing it aggressively onto B side, and it has and I think that is a wiser choice to push in when you don't have weapons to work with. But in a map like this, Icebox being so huge, this is a very difficult game to play, especially with eco weapons, as the engagements are long range, and with eco weapons, it's very difficult to take in. As I speak, oh my god, what just happened, Chuvo?
Timing.
Oh my god, Chuvo just missed the player. Oh my god, Harmani takes 2 kills, one after another. And I must say, I got baffled over there by what happened with Shuvo.
He's sticking it. He's sticking it.
One enemy
And
remaining.
wow, alright. Tap out just sticked it, and do get the round. Now 6-11 the scoreboard.
And with only 1 round away from match point, it's been a quick match, not gonna lie. And I feel like they were pushing into the B side. Shuho maybe got a little bit too aggressive. If he held on to their angle, would have spotted tap out and would have gotten the frag with a blaze storm. Picked up a gun there as well, but right now I feel like it's almost to the point of no return, because they need to get I think 5 rounds to equalize, and the momentum is definitely favoring Abracadabras. They are on 1 away from match point. They have good economy. They have an operator for Shafin, which will not come in. I think it was almost a collateral, but he sees the Empress, that is a Renegade, will almost tag him, but instead he gets tagged himself. They're pushing through all these doors. The Fenway doesn't miss that. Gets the back on the mark, and with the trade on to Pulse Go. Viper Spit coming in from Kirhood. The spike gun is going down as well. Hunter Spirit from Hermione won't tag. He actually does tag Kirhood, but won't finish him off. Senju gets 1 more on tap out. 2 versus 2. Now Shuvo dashing in right behind Hermione. Racy on the opposite side, right outside gate into Kaiyum, and the 7-11 scoreline looks like that was a quick execution from their end. So yeah, really well played from the side of Wannabe streamers. And as I said, coordination. That I saw a lot of that in this map, and hopefully they will continue this in the next maps and next rounds as well. Simply go for the equalizer.
Well, Shafin, what opportunity he had at the very beginning of the round. He could have made a big difference there with that collateral, but he was just not lucky enough to connect that shot. And I think, I don't know. I don't really blame him, but let's see what happens here. And looking at the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen, we already have 32 kills at 7-11 scoreboard. Hermione with 32 kills and 10 deaths, and Shafin takes a kill onto Shubo, goes back out, and the attackers are pushed into side. And the Empress goes out by, I think it's by Repulse. Yeah, I think it's Repulse. Senju takes 2 kills, one after another. Now down to a 2v2 situation. Shafin with the operator. And I think they do not know where the players are. I mean, okay, Shafin.
Last player standing.
Super gets banged. Look, Ayum, Shafin was spotted in the backside. Spots the same.
No, no, no.
Alive. They in the end get that frag. A revive as well to save the economy. No. All right. Plus they will.
Maybe
they still
not.
have a decent economy. They still have a pretty good economy, and I think they are trying to save the revive for a better situation. But I gotta say, Shafin, that was a quite a messy scenario, but he managed to get himself out of it, but got traded in the end. Double peaks coming in, and that's at the storyteller told. The tale of Shafin comes to an end, but still they are in this matchup. This is another fire on from them. They're gonna be forcing some rifles in, armor for Repulse, who isn't actually fragging out. He performed really well on the other maps, but I think maybe just getting a bit worn out. Shafin firing that angle on top of the side generator, coming back, dropping back down, waiting for that recon. Moxie, will you do it? I mean, for now, he's just standing there waiting for it to come. Moxie will send it flying. A little bit too late. Sends. Oh, does he get tagged? Is he not tagged? Sends the smoke in. Oh, gets taken out by Super. The Repulse with a quick trade onto Shuvo's for scenario. Revive available for both sides. Repulse backside trying to make something happen. Wall comes in from Racy. And revive on Shuvo. It's in the open, but the peaks coming in from Kirhut, backing up his teammates, saying, no, you're not gonna get that trade. Moxie with another one on tap out. It's all on to Hermione. Ayum and Moxie's ready for that Sova diff. 9-11 is the score line, and well, the comeback is very much real. Notorious. Eco round, the force buy round doesn't pay off. They can go for another one, but I think Eco should be the better option. And if they do win this, I think they can pretty much guarantee equalization.
Well, Wannabe streamers, if they keep on riding this momentum, this is going to be an equalization. And then, I mean, when the scoreboard is at 11-11, I mean, I think an overtime is imminent. But nonetheless, let's not make early prediction and see what happens. Well, this is going to be an eco round for the defending team, Abracadabra. So not high expectations, but I have seen one eco round being won in this match. So let's not disregard it completely. And as I speak, Shuvo takes down Shafin with that Vandal over there, who did jump out using his Blade Storm, but was not able to do any damage whatsoever. Shubo not in a good position. Harmani takes him down, and Tap Out gets killed by Racy over there. A 3v4 situation. The attackers pushing out of sight with the spike. They are not going to be contesting here. And I think the defending team is aware of what is happening, and they are leaving A side now. But coming onto B side is going to be time consuming because of the scale of this map, and the plant has been done at side to B. Now we're just waiting for gunfights to take place. Moxie in a good position to take Repulse out, and if she does it slowly, they probably will not be expecting it. Moxie's positioning very good, I must say. Oh, close but not enough. Yeah. Kayum sticking in the defuse, but Mox's shock dart does the damage, and now okay, down to a 1v1. Have defused, and Repulse, he will be defusing the spike, and now 9-2 of the scoreboard. Okay, they did manage to make out that economy round, and now
Match
would it
point.
just one round shy of victory?
Yeah, I mean that is the opportunity that the wannabe streamers had built up, winning those rounds in a row for the comeback, but it's just got snatched away. But still, economy isn't the best for the abracadabras. They are gonna have to do some little research funding on how they're gonna get all the players some decent weapons. Operator for Shafin, that is a big investment, so he's gonna have to make that worth it. But I feel like he is working it pretty well. He's been getting some frag consistently, almost after top fragging for his teammate. But I mean, not Hermione though. I just realized 36 frags to 13. This man is a beast with the Sova. Meantime, he's gonna be sending some wall bangs in, almost connecting. Shiva will be a little bit shaken after that, but regardless, the fight continues as they are. Are they gonna push inside or send to a slow peek to right into the operator, right into the crosshairs of Shafin? A follow-up shot coming from Shiva, but misses onto Shafin. So still a 4 versus 5. Super, he's trying to find an angle on top of this generator, try to get some vision onto the side, clear out some of these angles. Shafin is going back to his usual position on the rafters. Super making some shots, but he's gonna fall back in the end. Meanwhile, look at the B side. We do see Mox is actually pushing in, and she's gained up a lot of ground. But Qayyum, he's got the Viper utility prepared to deny the plan. They are gonna be falling back. But yeah, they're reinforcing on this B side again. Drone comes in. They have some utilities to play off this. They have the Viper spit.
30 seconds
they have
left.
The
Qayyum's
Sova
positioning though.
as well. Yeah, Qayyum can play a big role, but the Viper utility is slowing things down. Hunter's Fury from Hermione as well, denying the spike plan. The time's ticking away. Qayyum pushing in close, but the flank from Super Racy taken down. Repulse is in the mid position as well. 3 versus 4, and looks like it's done and dusted as only 10 seconds left.
One
Go for the
enemy
plan.
remaining.
And
What?
it's all
Spike
on.
down,
I
B.
don't know what happened. Mox gets Hunter's Fury kill. Trying to keep us alive, but no time, no avail. Nothing
Defenders
can be done.
win.
And it's gonna be the Abracadabras taking it home, ladies and gentlemen. 39. All 3 of the matches, 39s, man, consistently. What is up today? I mean, it's kind of weird and scary, if I'm being honest. 39s, three matches straight in a row. But regardless, it is gonna be Abracadabras taking the victories. They're gonna be going into the grand finals to take on Team Mock. Really good attempt from the side of Wannabe streamers. They almost got it. Comeback was definitely real, but that last loss definitely put the nail in the coffin for them. They did lack a lot of coordination, momentum. They don't have proper strategy in some cases, but still, they made a pretty good team. Good enough to go to the grand finals, good enough to give the wannabe streamers a run for their money. Definitely, it's been a tough, it's been a long match for both these teams. Regardless, we have our winners. Abracadabras going to the grand finals to take on Team Mock. Guess Notorious is just gone deaf. He's just like, okay, this finals has taken out too much of me. Regardless, that is it. All we had for today, and that's all the matches. Uh, I mean, we only had one match, but it was a best of 3, so we went for 3 matches. Regardless, this is our ending note. We're going to be taking off for today, but regardless, ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind that we still have a third place match in the future. It's on the 30th of this month, I think, 30th of August, and the grand finals is going to be on the 3rd of September. Before that, we do have a podcast for the finalists, ladies and gentlemen. Join us for that. It's definitely going to be interesting to see what the finalists think before we go into the match itself. So make sure to join us on those dates. Keep yourself updated on the range tournaments by checking out all the social media, following us there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for lots more esports content in the future. We'll be back with the next match in the future. Till then, stay with us, and goodbye from me and Notorious. Sayonara.